Welcome to the HyPrix Porsche Cup, presented by GT Champions.
Well, hello everybody, welcome back. Day two. Oh my gosh, the day 2 of the qualifiers. We are here at Sardinia. We're doing the finals, heat 1. So these are the top 5 drivers from all 3 of yesterday's races. There's going to be some broken hearts at the end of this race, I'm sure, and some people sweating bullets by the time that it's over, but whew, it is going to be good. So welcome. This is GT Champions. This is season 2 of the HyPrix Porsche Cup. And of course, you can visit our HyPrix folks here. You can visit their website at hyprix.com.mx, or you can check them out anywhere if in the socials, or you can find them on our Discord. You can look for them there. There's a whole team full of these guys. In fact, you'll see you're going to see one of them at least in this race. I think 2 of them actually. Yeah, Roses and Bipolar. So if you need graphics done for your cars, team logos, team website hosting, all that kind of stuff, look us up. We'll take care of you. So, HyPrix, thanks for everything. You make us look beautiful. All right. I am your host, Chris Ball. It's good to see you. I hope everything goes well today. We all have a good time. So I'll get rid of my ugly mug and let you guys focus on the racing. So, good times are afoot here at Sardinia. This is the track of tracks. This is my favorite track in the game. I love Sardinia A. I don't know why. Maybe there's some high speed corners, some good sharp hard braking zones, just lots of places to do some overtakes. I really like this track. And these guys are gonna have a good time running around here in this track. We've got everybody already in the lobby. We are going to be looks like everybody's here. We had one driver that we were worried about, and we're just checking to see where they are right now. I've got everybody here, I think, that's supposed to be here. I got to go through my list really quick, so stand by. I know we had somebody that was going to be late, so let me make sure everybody that's in here is supposed to be here. Let's see, Sharky should be here. There's Sharky, there's Spud. We need Slipstream. Is Slipstream in here yet? Yep, Slipstream is here. Greasy is... Where's Greasy? Oh, I gotta look up the list. There's Greasy. Alright. And we need Ash. VTX Ash. Is VTX Ash in here? Ash Tong is in here somewhere. I see his name that he joined, but I don't see him... oh, right here, because I'm blind. Okay, so there we go. Ash Tong is here. Just documenting everybody is here. Jakey, are you here, Jake? There's Jake. Okay, Jake is here. We're looking for Roses. I saw Roses here. Kawazari. Yep, there's Kawazari. Super surprised from yesterday. I had never seen the guy race, and he killed it yesterday. He did a really good job. Do we see Colin? There's Colin right there. Madsta. There's Madsta. Okay. Knudsen or Knudsen, and he's here. Lucas. Where you at? There's Lucas. Rusty Maggots and Rusty Nuts are both here. All right, so everyone's here. This is awesome. We get to start on time, folks. Who's ready? Right? All right. Let me get everybody. Let me get everybody going here. Let me get them all a message to let them know we're going to start here. And I gotta let them know they all will have 1 minute after the qualifier's over to change their tires. Because I'm sure plenty of them don't want to start on the soft tire, so we'll see how that goes for everybody. But we got everybody here. We're gonna get this sucker going on time. I'm super excited. Okay. Alright, so we'll give everybody 1 minute to get their stuff together. There's 15 drivers all ready to go. Super excited. The These are the 15 fastest guys from yesterday, and they have to all get through this round, right? And like, here's the flow chart, right? We're there at the top and middle in the finals heat 1 in pink. Only the top 8 get to move straight to Division 1. If you're outside of the top 8, you go to the finals heat 2, and then you have a one last chance to put down the semifinal winners to get those last 7 spots in Division 1. So there's still an opportunity. Like, you're saying there's a chance, I'm saying there is a chance. So people just need to be prepared. All right, let me let them go. Let them know we're going. Here we go. All right, and I want to make sure everyone's on track. They are, so good luck, everybody. And qualifying starting now. So let's get some audio from the track. That seems like an appropriate thing for us to have. Right? I'm just saying. Just saying. All right, let's see here. Where is my... I need my timer up. There we go. Let's see if anybody's out on track. As people are heading out. So let's see who comes out of the pits first. Looks like Greasy is the first one out on the track to get that clean air. So it was a battle for the exit. Now Greasy's going to have a nice clear track in front of him. But he also is going to face the fact that he's not going to have a slipstream buddy. So, but sometimes, sometimes it's okay. It's okay. All right, so Greasy out of the track. We'll go through some of the cars. They're kind of in order, but not so much. There's Bipolar Express from HyPrix. Lucas is around here somewhere. There is Slipstream, who is from Poland. I think that's Poland. Isn't that Poland? I think so. We got, let's see, what do we got in here? We got the U.S., I think that's Denmark, the U.K., Australia, Canada, I think that's Poland. There's a New Zealand right there. So those are our fastest drivers. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so let's follow. Since he got out first, we're going to give Greasy Sam Squatch the camera lobe for the first lap and see what kind of lap time he gets at. We'll go on board with him as when he gets out of this final corner, and we'll watch him do a run here, his first run. All right, here we go. Let's see. Coming around the final corner here, on the gas, clip the curb. No whammies, no whammies. Full speed all the way down into turn 1, which is a hard braking zone. It's gonna be all the way over to the left, all the way out on the blue paint, to make sure you can get all the room he can. Deep in the brakes, cut in the apex, and on the gas early. And you gotta be nice and fast, full throttle all the way through this whole section right here. So just keep it together. And then about 50-meter board is gonna be on the brakes. In deep, hang it out with a quick right-hand turn, and then on the gas, and it is full speed all the way down to about the last billboard, and then it's gonna be a slow turn. Right in there, just hug the corner, oversteering, there we go, and then on the gas. Now this is an uphill little climb. In the slipstream, it is a definite passing area. You can catch up to these people, and by the end of this corner, it's whoever brakes latest. You're gonna brake about the 100-meter board, and then on the brakes all the way down, and then crank it through the corner nice and tight. Can't spin out here. Now here's where the worst corner is. After this right-hand corner, there's going to be a left-hander, or not this right-hander. It's going to be a quick left, and you've got to be very careful to keep it close and don't go off the track right there and catch the barrier. Oh, it's terrible. Hard on the brakes all the way down, tight corner, and then on the gas, full throttle all the way to the finish line. So let's see what kind of time we're going to get out of Greasy Sam Squatch. A 139 is super impressive on this track. So let's see, where does he come out at? 139.3. All right, so let's see who's right behind him. Bipolar Express comes in with a 139.2. Okay, we'll try to get. There's Lucas came through with a 140. So far, Bipolar holds the top spot. Let's see, is anybody else coming across? Here's Mazda. Does he jump to the top? Only 4th, is second below. So maybe he had to slow up, warm up his tires, right? So now it's on. Like Donkey Kong. Oh, Slipstream is off the track. Oh, Kawasari goes off the track. Woo! These guys are messing up some stuff, and Spud, trying to get through, has probably had to slow up to, well, he is 3rd, but he had to slow up to get around Kawasari. That's going to affect his time. Let's see, so, who is this right here? Come on. There we go. Here comes Sharky. Sharky, wicked fast in the race last night. He is not anywhere near 39. Okay, he's gonna pit. So the strategies are out, folks. These guys are gonna try everything they can to get every 100th of a second that they can. So let's see. Right in front of Bipolar's Sasquatch, Greasy. Let's see, I don't know if he's up because I was not following, but he's only a 10th back for Bipolar. Does he do better? He does not. Bipolar pits, so let's see, where does Spud come out? Spud is gonna come across. We got a bunch of people coming across. Lucas up into 3rd. Lucas does get the 3rd spot. Knudsen in 4th, and Spud drops to 5th. So these guys have some work to do. Spud, where is he at now? He's going to be coming across the line here in a second. Does he improve and get his spot back? Not really. Not with a 140. That's for sure. And he falls down. Jakey from Apex shows up with the 5th place spot. Let's look at this. The top 6 separated by 7/10. That's a pretty large gap. Greasy and Bipolar definitely the ones to look at. Now, a bunch of these guys are on outlaps right now, so we're going to have to let them catch up. But Lucas is on a flying lap. Let's see, who's this up here? Come on. There we go. Rusty Maggots, he is on his outlap, so he'll be starting his first lap. So there is Sharky. Sharky is on his outlap, so he'll be starting soon. And there's Greasy. Okay, so Greasy on another time lap. Oh, I think he hit the wall there a little bit. That's probably slowed him down. I missed the timing loop, so I don't know if he's up or down on Bipolar Express or not. Whew, man, qualifiers are fun, and we're not even in the race yet. Where's Bipolar? There he is. He's coming through. He's not far behind. He's actually, yeah, he's coming through a little bit. Okay, so let's see. Bipolar, he'll be coming across the line here in a minute. Lucas is in 3rd. The top 5 still the same. Lucas sets another fastest lap time, move into 3rd place. Bipolar is going to be coming through now. Let's see if he can improve his time and give himself a little bit more space from Greasy, because 1/10 is not a lot, and he does not. In fact, he's 2 seconds slower on that lap, so he'll have to put some stuff together here. All right, lots of cars going in the pits now. It's time to get things done. Let's see, Roses in 7th currently is on a timed lap. Where's our next timing zone on this track? I forget where that is. I think there's like 3 sectors on this track. So he's right there as 1, so he's down just a hair. He's got some work to do. Ash sets a new record and does not get up into the top 8 that I can see. Jakey into 5th. Spud has fallen to 6th. Roses has moved up to 7th. Let's see, where are we going to find our next driver that's going to come across the line? Right there. Rusty Maggots comes across a little slower than he wanted to. All right, now here's Sharky. This is going to be Sharky's first real lap. And we're going to see just how fast he is here. He's all by himself. He's got nobody to follow. Yeah, he's moving. Is this going to be 38? Ooh, so close. Up to 4th he goes. All right, so he's about a half second behind Bipolar Express. He's got a little work to do. Lucas coming across now. Does not improve his time. Greasy is next up with Bipolar Express right behind him. So let's see if Greasy has a better time. Roses sets a new track record, or a record for himself, up into 5th. Greasy comes across with, oh, that's an outlap. I'm sorry. Bipolar comes across with a 1:39.4, 2/10 slower than the fastest lap, which is currently him. So we'll see if he can make that work. But Sharky now into the top 4, so sitting on row 2. We've got about 1 minute left, and it's just under 2 minutes to get around this track. So we'll see who gets the last lap here. Let's see. Newton is in 6th, Jakey in 7th, Spud's in 8th. Spud needs to, I think, where'd Spud go? There he is. All right, so Spud, this is going to be his last lap. Let's see. We got 30 seconds before people finish off. Who is this at the front coming across now? Slipstream stays in 9th. Sorry for the jerking around, but don't have keyboard. Kawasari 10th, stays 10th. And come on, there we go. And Rusty Maggots was 15th, stays 15th. And we've got, who's that coming down the back stretch right there is Sharky. Now Sharky coming around. This is going to be his last lap. He's not going to make it across in time, but let's see what he gets. Does he go for anything better? He does. He moves up into 3rd, so he still starts on the 2nd row. Let's see if anybody gets anything better. Here comes a few drivers. Here comes Lucas, who's currently in 4th. I see some drivers coming up there. I see Roses. Knudsen sets a little better lap, gets up to 5th. Roses jumps to 4th, so steals the 2nd row spot from Lucas. Knudsen now with Lucas on the 3rd row. Jakey and Spud still out on the track to set some time, so it's not over yet. Bipolar Express sets another fastest lap time. All right, well, let's see if we get any movement here. And Mazda comes in. Where'd Mazda go? Mazda comes in with 7th. All right, so up here we go. And here comes Spud. Spud's going to go from 9th to 9th. And Jakey moves to 5th. Kicks Lucas down and another notch. Roses comes in at 4th. Woo, boy. That was fun. Okay, I think there's still 2 cars left. Yeah, Kawasari's on his final lap. Let's see if he gets better than 12th. And he is no better than 12th. And who's that behind him that just come across the line? Rusty Maggots. Okay, so Rusty Maggots will start last. All right, let me get a picture of this really quick, just in case we have a red flag situation. So those are our top 8 right there. And let's get down into, get the last ones here. Rusty Nuts and Rusty Maggots. Perfect. All right, got it documented, folks. So we are ready to take this thing. Now, we're going to let them all go ahead and grab their tires. As soon as qualifier's over, I'm going to let them know. Let the drivers know to get out onto the track after they change their tires. I don't know what's going on with the game right now. Everybody was here and everybody went out on track. We do set 3-minute timer for everybody to be able to complete the lap. So I think something is broken in the qualifying setup. But wow, that's close. All right, so let's see. We are the top 8 are less than half a second apart on a lap time, folks. That's pretty crazy. So these guys are going to have a lot of work to do. So now they're all going. You're going to see some of these cars pop off the track, switch their tires, get everything ready. So they have 1 minute until we get the ball rolling there. So we will be done. This is a 30-minute race, and when this race is over, I'll be closing down the lobby. And we will reopen the new lobby, and we're going to do the semifinals. And I'm pretty sure those are going to be as jam-packed than it was it's gonna be as jam-packed in this heat as it will be in the semifinals. So I'm really excited for that. All right, so everybody's here. We're giving everybody a chance. They can't. Everyone's staying there ready. That's right. I can't. They can't go out on track. I have to hit start. So, all right, I'm giving them 1 minute. Looks like. Let me go to the chat here. No. I'm gonna go here. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So one person has not said they're ready. And that I don't know who that person is. So we got to wait to make sure everyone's ready. Let me just, looks like we're ready. All right. I'm going to let them know. Here we go. Here we go. Yep, that's how I spell it. Here we go. All right, folks. Good luck to all the drivers, and let's start this race. So we're qualifying is done. The race is going to start, and it is going to be insane. So let's wait a couple seconds. We'll get on track. Remember, I have to get in spectator mode, and then I have to go back out and back in, so don't be freaked out. Because the camera won't let me get to this mode. It's going to put me inside of P1's car, and I got to get out and go back in. So just hang tight there. Oh, I'm so excited. This is going to be so good. Come on. All right, Bipolar gets a good jump. Squatch right there. Sharky right behind. I don't know what these guys are going to do when they get up to the corner. Does everybody make it through? Come on, everybody. It's turn 1. Be nice. Let's try to keep... Oh, Bipolar gets squeezed all over the place. And off goes somebody. Who was that went off? I don't know who it was that went off. Oh, Bite the Roses went off. He did come back, but... Hey, they got to get stuff going. Sharky immediately out front by nearly a second. Greasy right there. Slipstream up into third. Bipolar drops from first to fourth inside of 2 or 3 corners. Jakey challenging him now for the 4th spot, but it looks like they're going to just single file it up the hill. But you got to know that nobody's going to single file. There's going to be some overtake opportunities here. Like, let's get on a couple of cars and see if we can see anything happening here. Anybody moving in? There goes Bipolar looking inside on Slipstream. Oh, Bipolar gets turned around and he gets himself stuck. Where'd he go? There he is. Ooh, he's stuck. Oh, he's stuck. He's going to have to wait for everybody to go by. He's going to spin that car around as best he can. Oh, no. That is not what Bipolar wanted. So both Apex drivers first lap involved in their own incidents. Now, when I say own incidents, meaning just one car. We'll have to see if they have a chance to make it back. Jakey is under attack by Lucas. Lucas is right there now. Those of you who've watched Lucas in World Cup, Lucas is a team player. And he doesn't care who the team is, meaning he will push whoever's in front of him to help better themselves and him. And then when he gets a chance, he's going to take the spot away. So he's going to make sure he pushes and pushes and pushes and keeps people where they need to be. So, Jakey looking to go around the long way. It's not going to work. Slipstream says, I don't think so, mister. Oh, look at that. Jakey swings inside. He's going to look to go late break, and he late breaks a little bit. Oh, nudges his way through there. A little rubbing through there. But look at that. Lucas says, well, see, I got what I needed out of you, and we're going to go ahead and take that spot. So up into third goes Lucas. Now, Jakey in fourth, Slipstream in fifth, Kawasari in sixth, and Spud in seventh. Where's Ashtong? There he is in eighth. Now remember, it's the top 8 that get to move on. So there's still plenty of time for drivers to find their way up to the front. Roses and Bipolar Express both way back. they might have to change their strategies and figure out what they're going to do. So we'll see how that works. Worst case is whoever's in the back, they do have another chance in the finals heat number 2 next weekend. So hang tight. But Sharky coming across to complete lap 2. And it says the fastest lap in the process. Greasy not far behind. And it looks like the top 8 are starting to space out pretty good. Jakey's slipstream to Kawasari kind of right nose to tail through there. I know that there's some people that are going off the track is like the worst thing, and you've got a lot of really fast drivers that are all fighting to get through this race and get through this final round. They don't want to have to race again to get into Division 1, so we'll keep an eye on these guys. All right, let's see. Kawasari, there is Spud and Ashtong are the last 2 at the to go into D1 currently, but Mazda, yesterday's race winner from his heat, not far behind. So we'll see if Mazda can get anywhere. There's Rusty Maggots, Colin Knudsen. There's a whole train of these guys back here. Knudsen and Rusty Nuts, and then you'll see Roses is finding his way back up to this group. So there is still plenty of time. Bipolar Express is way back there. He had to basically stop his car and let everybody go by, which is that's rough. That's rough. And I don't mean the car. All right, that was a dumb joke, and it's okay. I'm a dad. I get the pass, right? I can say those kinds of things. All right, Sharky completes lap 3. Doing a 140. Greasy just does a half-second faster lap than he's done yet so far into the 140. So it's interesting how the race pace, these guys were doing 139s in qualifying. They've eased up just a little bit, nearly a second, to make these tires last. So there's Sharky, Greasy, and Lucas in the top 3. Jakey kind of getting lost here. Lucas has definitely opened up a huge gap to Jakey, but Jake's also kind of built a decent gap to Kawasari. And then from Kawasari, from Kawasari on back, there's a lot of cars. Ashtong in 7th, Spud in 8th. So Ashtong's gotten around Spud, it looks like, and it looks like Mads is he just hanging out? I'm not sure what he's doing. Maybe he's trying to see if he can keep his tires lasting a little longer. Maybe just keeping those few cars in play, so he knows I just got to get to P8. And then there's the next train. There's the next group of guys. There's Rusty, Knudsen, Colin. Who else is that back there? That's Rusty Nuts. So, and then following not far behind is Roses. So you got a team of 5 cars here that are all in this next little group. So we have a lot of racing still left to do. We are almost 7 minutes into this thing, and yeah. Woo. All right, let's see where we at. Let's check up front. Sharky still has a decent lead. It looks like Lucas might be getting a little closer to Greasy. He was over a second away, and now he's at 7/10. So Lucas might be able to get up to Greasy and maybe give him a little push, like he does. Help them get up to Sharky. We shall see. Sharky, first time in a GT Champion Series, is definitely showing some crazy pace. There's Jake, our one and only Apex driver in this season, and not doing too bad, sitting in 4th place. It's a good place to be right now in this class of people. There is Kawasari, who's really opened up a spot now, like away from Ashtong, who has now gotten past Slipstream. So Ashtong into 2nd or 6th place. Got a little bit of space here. Slipstream is not far behind. And there's Madsta knocking at the door of 8th place. So Spud now is on the bubble for the top 8 spot. We got a yellow flag. What happened? Oh no. Lucas spun, people. And now all the cars are going to go around him. He's got to find a way to not be in the way when these cars come flying through. Go, Lucas. Whoa, there he goes. Now, Bipolar Express now is all by his lonesome. Or not by his lonesome anymore. He'll have somebody. Maybe Lucas will catch him and help him. Oh, that's a big deal. That is a big deal for Lucas. It's tough seeing these really quick drivers having issues in this race today. We don't have a replay, so I can't go back and look and see what happened to Lucas. I don't know if he hit something. That looks like the corner where you might hit the guardrail and spin the car out, which may have been what happened to him. But I don't know if he was trying to make an overtake on Greasy. Oh, Ashton almost sends the back end out. Slipstream in 6, and now with that move, Mazda is sitting in the 8th spot. So these top 8 just need to keep everybody else at bay. But Knudsen is no slouch. In his race yesterday, he was really quick. So, I mean, all of these guys were right there, the top 5 guys. So we'll have to see how they do. There's the 2 Rusties, nose to tail. Got both the HyPrix drivers not far behind. Here they are, Rusty Nuts making a move there on Rusty Maggots and makes it work. So the Rusties change spots. Roses is right there. There's Colin, and not far behind is Bipolar Express, who is on the fastest lap of the race right now. His last lap, a 139.6. He says it's time to put on the afterburners. I say that I just watched the Top Gun movie again last night. I love that movie, the new one. It's so good, so good. But anyway, I digress. All right, does Bipolar have? Oh, he gets around Colin up into 13th. He is flying. Is he going to set another fastest lap of 139.6 to a 139.5? All right, so let's go check up front. Mazda still in 8th. Although look at. Not far behind, and here goes Knudsen, just coming into the picture there. Spud in 7th. Everyone's kind of gapped out here up in front. Nobody's, the closest is Greasy and Sharky. They're the closest. They're the only ones under 2 seconds apart. Except Jakey now is under 2 seconds. Look at him back there. He's creeping. He's creeping. You better watch out, Greasy. Apex be coming. Here comes Jake. Jake is trying to get up there. I know he was struggling a little earlier on, but hey, stay up front, win this race, get through to the final division. So this will be cool. Kawasari still in 4th with a pretty decent gap either side of him. Ashtong is looking okay. Slipstream, kind of, second and a half, either side of him. These guys are all just kind of spaced out here. Not too bad. Let's go take a look back here. There's Knudsen. He's working his way out. He's under 2 seconds for Mazda. But here is all the fun stuff. Rusty Nuts leads this crew through, and any of these guys are very capable. Look, Bipolar all the way up to 12th has passed his teammate. These guys are all capable of working together and catching up to these 8th place guys. I mean, this Slipstream train is for real. Jakey in the pits, getting some new tires. Why? Okay, strategy happens. I'm not sure why he went to pit. I hope that wasn't an accident, but all right, so let's see. There we go. So this is what I'm looking at. Rusty Maggots, Bipolar from 11th is looking at 10th place right here. I think he's going to make a move here. He's going to go in late on the brakes. Yep. Ooh, yeah, close. Switch back and try to get a move there. Oh, yeah. Bipolar Express is on a mission. So it just goes to show you, even with these super intense drivers, even having a complete and utter disaster in that hairpin turn, to come back and be in 11th with still 17 minutes left to go, right? So there's still time, and there he goes. Bipolar Express making the move on Rusty Maggots into the top 10. He just needs to catch 2 more people. There's only 5.5 seconds between him and Knudsen, who's in 8th. So, you know, there's always time. All right, so Mazda is up a lot closer to Spud now, 6/10. He should get a really good run on Spud through here. Spud has no slipstream partner right now, but Mazda gets to use all of what Spud's got. He's right there. He was. Okay, Kawasari into the pits. This is weird for me, but that's because these guys are way better than me. They all have fuel and plenty of tires, so I'm not sure why people are pitting now when they still have plenty of tire left. Clearly there's something we're all missing that they know, but there's Mazda. Mazda looking at Spud. Does he make the move? So he's trying to move up there. Bipolar Express moves into 8th place because of the pits. So, whew. Yeah, let's let you all have a little peek here. Let's go up to the front, and we'll just do a quick rundown on the order and what the tire situation looks like. That right rear on Sharky's tire looking pretty, okay. They all have about enough fuel to make it through the race. That's where they should be. Greasy's tires looking a little bit better than Sharky's. Still under 2 seconds away, so that's not too bad. But the two of them have a 10-second gap to Ashton. Also on the soft tire, and there's Slipstream. He's running in 4th. He is on the medium tire. He is a little bit out of sequence with some of the drivers that have pit because he was behind them. So, and in goes Sharky and Greasy. So, Slipstream is going to stay out on these medium tires. I think he's going to try to one-stop this race. I don't know how long the pit delta is at this track. I did not check and see. Spud on the medium tires, Mazda on the soft tires. So he'll probably pit in a little while. Knudsen's right rear is looking pretty shady. Greasy back out now in 5th, right in front of Rusty Maggots with a fresh set of soft tires. Rusty on the mediums. Oh, someone just went around. Who's that? Who's that? Did someone go around, or did they save it? Okay, I think they saved it. Okay. Oh, that was scary. I think actually it was Sharky. I think Sharky went off into the dirt, but he managed to save it. So he's out on the softs. Greasy out on the softs. Anyway, so that's what your tires look like, folks. So I'm gonna take it away, just because we don't want to give too many advantages to the drivers. So I'm pretty sure. Let's see. There goes Kawasari from 10th around the inside of Jakey. Jakey trying to hold the outside is not going to work. And off they go. Roses in 9th. Let's see. Where is everybody at? Let's go down here really quick. So Slipstream. He's not going to be able to keep that top spot on those medium tires. Not against the likes of, Spud, Nudes, and Mazda if they're on the softs. But he just has to be in the top 8. This might have been a super move for Slipstream. If he can stay up near this top bunch without having to pit, it's just what he needs to make it through to the next round. So let's see, what does he run this time? It was a 140, and then why is Lucas going so slow? Where did Lucas go? There he is. Lucas is getting out of everybody's way. He realizes he's got trouble. Ugh. Lucas, you have tomorrow. Or sorry, you have next weekend in Finals Heat 2. So at least you have another chance. You got another chance. Slipstream 2.2 away from Spud. Spud also on the medium tires, but has not... they're a little bit worse for wear than Slipstream, so I don't think Slip has anything to worry about with Spud necessarily, because they are on the medium tire. Okay. Knudsen's on some worn-out softs. He is going to be pitting probably this lap. He's going to need to, and he's probably got to take a little fuel because he has been revving that thing out. Mazda also is going to need to pit. He's on the soft tire as well, and those are kind of worn out. So the next next spot, Greasy, is in P5 with a brand new set of soft racing tires. Rusty on some worn mediums, so he's no stopping this race by the looks of things. Yes, these guys. This is what I love about the Porsche Cup. Do whatever, pit whenever, right? And it makes for a really interesting strategy session to watch these guys do this stuff. Sharky, who is on the soft tire, is kind of stuck behind Rusty. He needs to get around him if he wants to get up near the front again. But Rusty's just holding his own on those medium tires. There goes Knudsen into the pits. So when these guys come across, they'll be in 5th and 6th. There goes Sharky making his move. And he's gonna have to go the long way around. Rusty knows he's got the better tire, and off he goes. So into P5 goes Sharky. Now let's see, Slipstream still looking pretty good. Still a 2-second gap to Spud, who also has a 2-second gap to Mazda, which still needs to pit off those soft tires. Greasy is 8 seconds back from the leader. Fresh set of soft tires with 11 minutes to go. Man, these medium tire runners up front, they might have really maybe really found like the golden ticket, I guess I should say. Okay, so there's Greasy in 4th position. He is ahead of these guys on the pits, ahead of Mazda. So Mazda's gonna have to pit still, and Greasy should overtake him. Mazda, who is 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, almost 12 seconds back. I don't know how long the pit delta is in there, but when he does pit, he's going to drop really far back. Those soft tires are starting to show. I don't know if he's going to go in now or if he's going to stay out. He's staying out. He's going to risk it for the biscuit. So, look at Slipstream, 3 seconds up the road now. He is probably sitting in his seat. I know he's live streaming, so he's got some fans watching him, his in-car. He's probably like losing his friggin' mind, saying, I only got to do this for 9 more minutes. Let's hope this works out for me. Spud, on the other hand, he sees Mazda coming, but Mazda hasn't pit yet, and I don't know if Spud knows that or not. But so he might be feeling pressure. Greasy is another 3 seconds back from there, so there's a 5-second gap. It was 8, and now it's 5. So Greasy is making up time. Oh, we lost Lucas. Okay, so we lost Lucas out of the lobby, so we're down to 14 drivers. Greasy is really closing up. So he's what, 2, 4 seconds away? 5 seconds away? So Greasy's making some moves. There's Sharky up into 5th. Rusty Maggots on those medium tires in 6th with a huge gap back to Colin. Now, Colin and Roses here fighting for that. I mean, they're both in if they don't wreck each other out, right? It's another 5 seconds before they get near anybody else. So these two should work together to try and keep their top 8 spot. Actually, Ashton will probably... Ooh, yeah. I'm looking at the delta here. Mazda... Oh, Ashton, hang in there. Jakey's going to make his move there and try to snag that 9th spot, and he does. And it looks like Kawasari was going to try to get in there, too. Oh, that is a whole lot of bumping and grinding going on in there. That's not what I meant. Bumping and grinding is not what I meant. All right, so... these three are going to, when Mazda pits, I think he's going to pit out right in front of these guys. If not right in the middle of them. I didn't catch the pit delta. Kawasari looking, whew. These guys are having a battle here for this, these 3 spots right here for battle for 9th. Even though 9th place is a cool 5 seconds away from Roses, who's sitting in the last spot, still battling out. He can see them all back there. if Colin and Roses don't screw up, they're going to make their way into Division 1. So they got to be careful. Try to just keep the car on the track. Don't mess up anything. Colin really showing some pace in yesterday's race. And, I mean, all of these guys did. Come on. I mean, right? Top 5. But a lot of good, close battles here. Let's see what's going on back here. Jakey, Ashton Kawazari, still in the right place. And then Knudsen kind of all by himself, and Bipolar and Rusty Nuts. So they'll be coming back for next weekend's finals to try to their last shot at getting in. But look at this. Slipstream, 3.5 seconds up the road, is destroying the field on these medium tires. Like, what a move. Super impressed. Slipstream comes in to make magic happen. Mazda still out on those soft tires. I don't know why he's doing it. He's got to pit. He's going to be losing time to these guys. Greasy's right there with way better tires. And now Greasy's caught him. So he's got to know that he's losing time. All right, folks, stand by. I'll be right back. Do you guys see that little blue car lurking in the background there behind Greasy? You see that? Oh, there it is. Remember that guy? Do you guys all remember that guy from earlier on in the race? That was all the way in the front? He's 1.7 back from Greasy. Greasy needs to get around Mazda. I don't know how Mazda's still driving this car, people. His right rear tire barely has any white on it at all. He's going to have to pit this lap. He'd be insane not to. Hopefully he takes this corner, stays to the right, and goes in. Oh my gosh, really? I hope you know what you're doing, pal, because you've lost so much. He's lost so much time. He's not going to be able to make these tires last till the end of the race. But maybe that's what he's trying to do. Maybe that's how he's planning on getting out. Greasy moving up to third. Mazda in fourth. Maybe Mazda realizes if he pits, he's going to be sitting on that bubble. Maybe he's just going to try to make these soft tires last. He's got a lot of time. He's got 10, 11, 12, 13. He's got about 13 seconds up the road there. So he could slow down and make it through the last of the laps. I guess we'll see. Oh, wait, who's that flying through? Jakey. Jakey on a mission. You see him throwing that thing around? He is on a mission. He wants that 8th spot from Roses. He's 2.4 back and gaining. He's on a purple lap right now. Jakey on the soft tire. Roses on the mediums, and so is Colin. This is going to be scary. This is 3.5 minutes left, and Jakey is barreling down the back of Roses, and Roses is going to be in trouble. Oh my gosh! Okay, we got. Let's keep an eye on this. Here, look at Jakey. Like, he did a 139. He's on last lap. He's on his best lap now. Roses hasn't turned a 139. Well, it doesn't look like for the last 10 laps or so. So I think Jakey is gonna catch him. He is on the soft tire. Ooh, Roses gets a little bit in the dirt. That might have been the nail in his coffin right there, because that's going to bring Jakey ever closer. Look at those ticking down. It's almost under a second. It's going to be there any second now. 3, 2, 1, and now Jakey under a second. This is the battle for the last spot to go advance all the way to Division 1. And Jakey can taste it. Roses is probably freaking out, and Roses needs to get up to Colin and get around him. And there's other drivers up there. So Roses needs to get up there and find Colin and get some space. But look at that, Jakey just throwing that car around. Let's go up board and watch it. Oh, he's going to make the overtake happen right here. And this is for the last spot, people, in the race. And, oh, Jakey's going around the outside. He's got the soft tires to make it work. Does he get enough done? He doesn't. Ooh! Holy cow. Okay, really quick, before anything goes crazy, everything still looks the same except Spud now under attack for the second spot. We'll come back to that because right here, this is the story. Oh, Roses goes wide and Apex slips her, so Jake up into P8 and has the last spot. Can Roses do anything about it? The only thing that can happen now for Roses is Jakey gets around Colin, slows him up enough for Roses to catch him. I don't think that's going to happen unless Colin makes a mistake. But Jake grabs the last spot. Oh boy, he's got to be freaking out. Okay, up front, look at that. Still 2.7 seconds that Slipstream has. There goes Greasy, and he's going to take spot number 2 away from Spud, which he does remarkably well. Of course, he is on the brand new soft tires. Spud on the medium tires, and Fuel Light a blinking. This is the last lap for all these guys. Sharky has made his way all the way back to 4th. So Sharky looking good. Mazda, I'm going to show you something only because this is incredible. Look what he's driving on, folks. Look at his tires. Look what he's doing. This is just to stay in the top 8. That's insane. Okay, so Mazda's driving around on 2 flat tires, the whole right side of his car, all red, all of it. And he still has 8 seconds to the next person. Rusty Maggots, who is doing just fine, he just needs to hang out. It doesn't matter if Colin gets around him. It doesn't matter if Jakey gets around him. As long as nobody else does. Oh. Now Jake looking really racy here with Colin. Colin, I think, is on the medium tire. He is. And Rusty is still in 6th, but Colin goes wide, and up into 7th place goes Jake. Okay, let's get up here because Slipstream is about to come across the line. We don't want to miss the winner. On the no-stop medium tire run, Slipstream makes it work and is going to be ahead by about 1.5 seconds over Greasy. So Slipstream gets first, Greasy in 2nd, Spud comes across in 3rd, and Sharky out of fuel is going to roll across the line. Just barely gets the 4th place spot from Mazda. Rusty Maggots comes across in 6th position. Jakey still fighting with Colin, 7 and 8. And that is your division going through. Roses out of fuel, and Knutson's going to get past him and get the 9th spot, 10th spot for Roses. Kawasari in 11th. Ashtung in 12th. Bipolar probably not happy about the performance and he'll try to make it do again. And Rusty Nuts comes home in 15th. But there's your winner on the no-stop mediums for Slipstream. Makes it happen. Runs out of fuel on the last lap. Greasy with a 1-stop, almost out of fuel at the end of the lap. Comes home in P2. Spud on the medium no-stop in P3. Sharky in P4. Mazda in 5. Rusty 6. Apex Jakey in 7th, and Colin with the last slot into Division 1. So these guys get to go straight through into the Division 1. They don't have to do any more qualifying. They are in. The rest of these guys, Knudsen, Roses, Kawasari, Ashtung, Bipolar, and Rusty, these guys are all going to the finals heat next weekend, where they will compete against the top 4 from each of the semifinals. So they have another chance, and they can make it work. But way to go, Slipstream! That's going to be awesome. I can't wait to get... I got to get my audio up, because we're definitely getting these boys into the chat, because we definitely want to have a chit-chat with these guys. So Slipstream and Spud, the 2 no-stopper medium tire runners, grab 2 of the 3 spots on the podium. Greasy, even with a pit stop on the soft tires, makes it happen and gets on the podium with them. What an amazing race. And this okay, it's just gotta show you this. I gotta show you his tires one more time. Look at Mazda's tires, people. Can you see that? Can you see what I'm seeing? He was driving around on 3 flat tires, basically. I don't know how he made that work. but he got himself all the way up there. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Rusty, probably very happy to be up in Div 1. Jakey, I know he's fast and he's going to be glad to be there. And Colin, so, whew, good for those guys. So the rest of you guys will have a shot at it. I don't know why they changed the game to where, like, I try to give 180 seconds for any driver to finish the lap they're on, yet it still wants, oh, it might have been because we lost a driver in the middle of it, but let's go ahead and let him have his glory here. There he is. All right, Slipstream takes the big win in the finals heat 1. I can't believe he made it work. I heard rumors that some people were going to try it. I didn't know if they would get it done, but they did it nonetheless. That was pretty awesome. Whew. Wow. Okay, so folks, that was a fun race. Okay, what I got to do really quick is save this replay and get everybody out of there. Let me see if I can get somebody to come into interviews. Let's see if we can get the top 3 guys to come in here and visit with. And then I'm going to shut this lobby down because I need to open up the new lobby. So we're going to shut this puppy down. We're going to open up the new one and get it ready to go. Wow. That was pretty incredible, people. That was a good race. And we still have 2 more of these to do. That's going to be the best part. We have 2 more of these races to go today with very similar pace drivers. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I can't believe some of these guys made it through like that. That was awesome. All right, the lobby is open. I just got to do a little bit of announcing real quick to all of the groups. Just letting everybody know what's going on, but whoo, that's the wrong picture. You know why? Because it's supposed to be this picture. There we go. See, doing all this stuff by myself can get a little bit difficult, but you know what they say, right? If you want something done wrong, do it yourself. So that's kind of where I fall. Slipstream, oh my gosh, hey buddy.
Wow
is right. I can't believe you made that work, dude.
I had been practicing all day to work out what I could make consistent, and that was the strategy I went with. I cannot believe I pulled a win out of it.
How did you... I mean, you pulled a win. You ran out of fuel the same as everybody else, pretty much. We had like 3 people cross the line coasting. But, man, you really made that work. And two of the top 3 on the podium ran the no-stop mediums. You and Spud. And then Greasy's like, well...
I had to do the one stop.
Yep. So, all right. So we got Spud and Greasy in here. That's awesome. I'm opening up the lobby now for the semifinals heat 1 for everybody to get into. So
great race, guys. Great race. One more lap. One more lap.
That was awesome. Good job, mate, on that one stop. On that no stop.
Yeah, the no stop.
Back on your stream.
Absolutely, yeah. I was. I felt you on my exhaust pipe, so believe me, and I had nothing left in the tank if you wanted to go for it.
I had everything in the tank still.
Now, were any of the 3 of you guys listening to the broadcast while the race was going?
No.
Oh, no, I was concentrating.
Okay,
not.
Yeah.
I want you to go back.
I was ignoring my chat, too.
I want you to go back and watch that race because there's a driver that finished in the top 8 named Madsta.
Yes.
Yeah. I've been doing practice races with him. He's been doing great.
Dude, guys, he no-stopped the softs.
He was right behind me the whole time throughout the race. He was the one giving me little bump drafts like in that middle stint just to try and close up to Slipstream, and then I see Sharky and Sasquatch like go into the pit lane. It's like, oh, we've got a chance here for a top 3. And then I think Sasquatch with the better tyres and faster pace, he just thought I let him through on the last lap.
Yep.
I think I had
Yep.
57% when I pit, so I gave her at the end there.
I got to tell you guys, when you go back and watch, I brought up the tires so everybody can kind of see what everybody was looking like.
I caught that part.
Mazda,
red.
both his right-hand side tires, there wasn't an ounce, there wasn't a pixel of white on either, and the back left wasn't much better. And
Oh man.
Yep.
that's how I can't believe he no-stopped the soft tires. But here's the deal. He got shuffled
crazy.
way back, and he knew, I just got to get into 8th place. He saw the distance and the time between the cars, and I think he knew he could
played it
just go
smart.
slower.
That's what I did last night. I was just chilling in 4th. I didn't want to pass anybody.
Yeah. As soon as you know you're in the top 8, you don't want to fight anybody. You don't want to race anybody. You just know you want to secure your spot.
Yep. Well,
Although,
you're going to
one
love
more lap,
watching
I
the
would've been
race
coming
about
for
the
ya.
last few laps with the battle for 8th. Oh, it was good. It was so good.
Oh yeah. Honestly, if that race had gone on for 2 more laps and we all had fuel, I was dead in the water. Greasy, Sharky, boom. They would have passed me for sure.
No, you timed it perfectly. You figured
run out of
out
gas?
the timing perfectly on those tires, and so did you, Spud. Like I was like, look at these two guys go. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, there was you had the two strategies. You had the one stop with the soft tires, and obviously I think that's what Greasy went with, just doing the one stop on all softs. But the mediums to me felt like I could actually match the pace off the soft tire runners. There was the only downside was I was far down the order, so I really couldn't take advantage of it. So that's the time that I just save fuel and try and
when
make passes
I did
when
my
I can.
fuel saving behind Sharky. And then when
Yeah.
I came out of the pits, I think I was almost 10 seconds behind you, and I didn't start gaining that back until the last probably 2-3 laps when I knew I had enough fuel and I could really, really push. But that's when you guys were really slowing down too.
Yeah, we were trying to. I was literally just trying to like eke out the fuel. I'd see the fuel numbers just like, oh yes, I'm gonna make it. And then as soon as I crossed the line for the next lap, it's like, I'm 0.1 down on my fuel number.
Yeah.
So I have to.
I literally
yeah,
say one
That was
just
very
for the
great.
last lap.
Yeah, guys,
Yeah.
that was
I don't know how you
really
did that
exciting.
slipstream. You had very good pace there, slipstream, all throughout the whole race. I mean, obviously you're on the mediums, but I just couldn't keep up. So that was a top drive from you.
Yeah, I was really worried in the first few laps because the tyres just weren't coming in. I think I had some dirty air and I was like 142s. And in practice, I knew I had to be 41.0 or better. And then all of a sudden, about lap 6, the tyres started kicking in. I got some good air, I guess. And then I went down to 140.7, 6, 9, 8. Kept it kind of around there. And I just felt I got into a groove finally around then, which was good. And I just made it work. I was keeping an eye on that fuel number, and I was broadcasting live as well. And I was like, everybody watch out for Greasy. He's going to be coming. He'll be doing 139.
Well, I'll tell you
as
what,
fast as I could. Sam Squance is coming for you.
I also managed just to hold off Sharky on that last corner as well. He was about 0.1 or something going into that fast left hand, and I thought, I've just got to take the inside, so I'll just hold him off a little bit. And then as soon as I got into the inside, it's just like, just block, like park the bus, park it on the corner, and then just get a good boost out of it.
Yeah, that helped me a lot, that bit.
Yeah, 100%. Nah, it was good though. I really enjoyed the race. It was very intense. Like obviously for a 30-minute race around here, you just don't know what strategy to go for because there's so many options that you could do.
Yeah.
When I woke up this morning and looked in that practice lobby and saw people doing one stops on mediums, I just went, or no stops on mediums, I was just like, oh crap, I gotta practice.
Yep. Well, I got to tell you guys. So, the top 8 obviously are in Division 1. So you guys have made it to Division 1. So you don't have to be in the qualifiers next weekend. You are in, and that's all there is to say about the matter, right? Now the rest of the drivers, they get to.
Who are the big names that missed out?
What's that?
The rest of the drivers got to get all
Who are the
sweaty
big
now.
names that missed out on the top 8?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Lucas ran out of gas, didn't he?
no, I think
saw
what
him
happened.
over.
Well, Lucas spun coming up the little after the first hairpin, right? You go up the hill.
Yep.
And then you go around, and it's the one spot where it's kind of a high-speed 4th gear corner on the left with the guardrail on the left and the colorful wall on the right. and I think he nicked it because he was spun sideways and everybody had to go past him, which is just what happened to Bipolar on the first hairpin. He went from third all the way to last because he couldn't go anywhere. Cars were just coming at him at 100 miles an hour, so he had to just wait and let the whole train go by. So
that's unfortunate for Bipolar. He's gonna have to work to get back up, but he'll do fine though. He's faster on there.
Yeah, it'll be good. Well, I haven't released.
38 points.
I haven't even released
incredible.
what the track is for next week yet, so you guys don't even know what track that is going to be next weekend. We're going to release that at the end of the semifinals.
Sorry, so we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, you guys are good. You made it. You don't have to do anything until we get to the first race out at Red Bull Ring, which is January 21st. So you're going to get to go straight through. So wipe your brow, get on the broadcast, watch the rest of the semifinals, and see how things turn out. I'm going to get going. It's the top of the hour. It's time to get the qualifying going for the other group. We're just missing a bunch of drivers, so I got to do a little homework. So congratulations. Feel free to hang out in this channel and talk amongst yourselves till you're done, but I'm going to bounce out, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. Wow, that was something else. What a race that was. So you can see that the no-stop mediums can be done. So, is anybody listening that's in this first semifinal heat? Did that change somebody's strategy on what they're going to do? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Right now, it seems like we're missing a few drivers. We've only got 10 in this heat that belong in here. Let me try to find who's supposed to be in here. Let me see who's. I gotta do my paperwork here. Truth, Aramis, and Truth. Joey Canola's here. Aramis is here. Super Mike, which is Fry and the whatever. Joey's here. Lippe and Parafuso, those are both here. Teammates. Oh, these teammates have to battle it out in the same lobby. I did it random. I have used Microsoft Excel, put all the drivers in, and do this random feature, and it just sorted everybody out. So they get what they get. Method and Renegade. So let's see, where's Method? And Renegade is there. And we've got Spider and Average Viper. So let's see, Spider and Average Viper. Okay. I know there's a couple of drivers that aren't making it, and so they'll end up going to Division 3, since if you don't compete in the semifinals, that's where you're going to end up. HPR 82, I don't think he's going to be able to make it. I think he had work, so he's not going to make it. I don't know where Devlin is. We need Devlin, Big Red, and Mikhail. So let me see if I can get these guys in here. Stand by while I do that. Hang on a minute. All right, so those of you watching, how have you liked the racing so far? Because this has been a crazy amount of racing this weekend. I can't do this another weekend with 3 rounds, or the wife's probably going to say something like, "You're moving out," or something like that. So I have to be mindful. We all have to be mindful of our families. Right now, I've just sent a message off to the 3 drivers that we need to get here. There's Devlin, so Devlin's here now. So now we've just got 2 more. We got Big Red and Mikhail. Those are the only ones left to get in here. Thanks for the tires. Let's see. I need to get this thing started as soon as possible. Oh, I just got a message from one of them. Okay, so Mikhail's not going to be able to make it, so we won't have him here. So we're just waiting to see if Big Red is going to show up. If Big Red can get in here, we can get this qualifier started. Otherwise, remember, like in these semifinal heats, so let me bring this back up just so all of you are aware. In the semifinal heats, which is semis heats 1 and 2, those green boxes in the middle of your screen near the bottom, the top 4 from these races get to move on and face the 8 guy the bottom 7 drivers that just missed out in this last race. So they're going to move to finals heat 2, and the top 4 from both of these semis will compete against them for the last 7 spots in Division 1. And then the rest of them will go to Division 2. In these semis, anybody outside the top 5, so if they're top 5, 6, or 7, they're going to advance straight through to Division 2. Everybody else, so if you're outside of P7, so if you're P8 or higher in these semifinal races, or you don't show up, you're going to Division 3. So that's how it's working. I know it seems a little confusing, but it is what it is, people. All right, let's see. I don't see Big Red. I know a place to try to find him. So let me message really quick on here. Silence is not something good for broadcast, I know, but I do what I can do, people. Actually, let me double check, because maybe he RSVP'd and said that he wasn't going to make it. Let me just double check that, and then I'll know. Okay, semifinals heat 1. Mikhail, HPR, and Agorski can't make it. Big Red did not mark that he was going to make it, so I guess we're going to be starting without him. All right, let me let everybody know. Give him 1 minute warning. I know that some of these drivers are listening to the broadcast while they race, so that's good. And it's good to have the Black Flag Racing TV guys here that you see in the party chat. Urban Pirate, his name's Andy. He's going to be doing the broadcast for our Division 2 races of all season long for this season. I'll be doing Division 1. He'll be doing Division 2. So big shout out to Black Flag. Thank you for that, for helping us out and giving us a way to get that done. So awesome for those guys. All right, we're going to start 10-minute quali here shortly, and these are... So basically, the last 4 drivers... The last 4 drivers in this race will go straight for D3. The next 3 up, so 5 and 7, will go to Division 2. So it's going to be very interesting to see who's battling for the last position. So, okay then. Let's see. Last shot here. All right, one momentito, please. All right, here we go. All right, good luck. And we're going to start the qualifier right now. So, now we get to see how this is going to play out. Obviously, everyone's going to come out and get on those soft tires. I mean, that's just a duh, right? I would think. We're going to see just how this goes with the drivers. Let's see, where's my screen? There's my screen. All right, let's see if anybody's out on the track yet. There's, definitely people out on the track. And oh, that's Joey Cannoli that's up front. So Joey Cannoli, first car out on the track. And we shall see, yes, Devlin Calypso / Devlin is the same person. Yes, just in case you wanted to know. Got some Aramis fans out there. You got a lot of folks out there watching, and it's good to have you along. If you think these races are going to be awesome, wait until finals heat next weekend. Oh gosh, that's going to be insane. It's going to be the last effort for everybody to get through. So let's see. Let's run down the order really quick of cars. So there's RWB's Spider. He is our mental health liaison for GT Champions. Keep an ear out because we are starting a new program. Spider's actually a mental health professional and has offered his services to help out our community. So keep an eye out for that if you're having any issues or challenges. He'll be a great resource to help you find things that you need. There's Viper from HyPrix. Viper had kind of a mishap in the race yesterday, if I remember right. So hopefully he gets a shot at getting this stuff figured out. All right, let's see. So Joey Canoli's going to cross the line first, and he'll set the first, start the first lap. So there goes Joey Canoli into turn 1 for his first lap, and then there's the Truth. We can go on board with Truth here if we want, and see just what it looks like to be sitting in one of these cars. I really like the Porsche because it's got that rear view camera there over the right that you can see. I drive in cockpit mode, and some cars don't have the rear camera, and and it's just a mirror. And the challenge is when you're in the cockpit view, it's really hard to see those mirrors sometimes. So yeah, it's a good car to have. That's for sure. Aramis, for the Aramis fans, there he is. We'll just get a quick glance at his. Wait a minute, is that? It seems that for a Brit or wherever he's from the UK, flying the American colors, digging it. I think that's because this is his tribute livery for our Ken Block Memorial race that we did yesterday. So there's Aramis, Method, and Benjo, Devlin right there. Sorry, not Benjo. Why did I say Benjo? And there's Devlin and Parafuso right behind him. Renegade. Oh, look at that. Fry and the Wise is he goes by another name. Super Mike is what he goes by. All right, let's see. What do we have here? So Joey Canoli leads the group with the fastest lap thus far with a 140. The Truth in P2. Aramis grabs the 3rd spot. So granted, it's only lap, we're only on lap 3 right now. So we'll see if anybody goes there. Method's in 4th. Fry is in 5th. Spider 6th. Parafuso 7th. And Viper in 8th. Everybody except one person has crossed the line thus far, and there we go. Lippe crossed the line just now and takes the pole by nearly half a second. So Lippe now is our pole sitter. Joey Canoli half a second back. Joey Canoli still has time. Nice open, clear track in front of him. Nothing to worry about. Same for Truth. Same for Aramis. Method not going to have as clear of a track ahead of him, so hopefully for his sake he doesn't run into the back of Aramis and have to slow down to get his fastest time in. There's Super Mike in his patent gold car, which is every car he ever drives. Super Mike's always in a gold car. Really likes gold. Spider right there in the red, white, and blue of the RWB team. Joey Canoli just doesn't have his yet. I'm sure he'll have it by the time the event starts. All right, so let's see. Lippe's. Where's Joey Canoli? Joey Canoli coming across the line now. There we go. Let's see. Does he get any better? He does by 3/10, and up to the pole goes Joey Canoli. Lippe is still got a little ways to go. Driving in the grass is not the way to get it done, though. Aramis has gone through, hasn't improved his time. Well, he improved his time, but not his position. Super Mike up into 4th. So where's Truth? Truth drops down into 5th. So that is our top 5 thus far. Lithuania. Okay, so he's the Lithuanian driver. Okay. Because I was saying to myself that I knew there was somebody from Lithuania somewhere to represent our country. I just don't see the Lithuanian flag. And then I think Super Mike is that Spain? I think that's Spain. I don't remember. You know, I'm just an uncultured swine in the from the U.S. We don't care about anybody else. I'm kidding. All right, let's see. We've got some folks kind of putting a little bit of faster times in this last lap. So let's see who's coming across the line next. Let's get up to I think Joey Canoli will be next. So let's keep an eye on Joey Canoli here. Let's see if he improves his lap time. He's coming into the last hairpin. Right behind him is the Truth, who's in 5th. I don't know if they're up on their times or not because they've already passed the timing line. Does Joey Canoli do better than a 139.9? And he comes across with... he doesn't do better. He's actually half a second down. Truth moves up to 3rd. Let's see. Airbus goes to the pits. Method moves up to 5th. Super Mike stays in 6th. Viper is going to come across here in a minute. So are a few other drivers. Yep, Devlin, Renegade, Spider. They all make better time. All right, sounds good. So Aramis is going to come out. He's going to have to go out there and get himself an outlap done and see if he can pull anything down here. We have 2.5 minutes left. See what they can do. All right, so see Joey's still on the backside. Lippe's coming across the line now. See what he does. Okay. Oh, he was on his outlap. He pit. That's right. All right. Brand new set of tires. A little less fuel in the tank. We'll see what Lippe can do. Meanwhile, Joey Canoli is finishing up on the backstretch. He's almost 0.2 down on his time. Truth is... I guess I already missed the timing line. That's not going to help right there. That's going to make it slower. He's got damage on the right front wheel, so he must have hit something. It'll fix itself momentarily. Aramis out of the pits. Method is set up in 5th. Is he going to be able to get anything better done? Joey Canoli didn't improve his time. Let's see if Truth does. Why does he still have damage on the car? There's got to be a glitch, because it's not... There it goes, okay. I was like, it's not a heavy damage race. I promise. Alright, a lot of cars driving across the line. Here comes Renegade. Was in 7th, moves to... Not 7th. Viper, Spider, they're all kind of in the same spot. Alright, here comes Parafuso. Does he get any better than last? Boom! All the way up to 4th position he goes. So, Parafuso gets a good shot here. Now, Lippe is coming around. Lippe's all by himself on the track. Got nobody around. He needs to find 0.3 somewhere on this track. I don't know if he's found it yet. Let's see if he gets it. 3, 2, 1. That was a much slower lap. That was a 1:42. Something happened to him out on the track, I'm sure of it. So he'll have to take this last shot. We have 20 seconds left. Let's see who is. Okay, Renegade's in the pits. Let's go to Joey Canoli. He is going to. This is going to be his last lap. He's not going to make it. So this is all he's got left to go. And that's going to be almost all of the drivers are going to be on their final laps right now. So we'll see if Joey Canoli sets a better time. Pardon me. Check flag out for Joey Canoli, sitting on pole currently. Does he do any better? He does not. The Truth comes through from 3rd to... Stays in 3rd. Did get a little bit faster of a run. We got a few cars coming across here. Method... And there we go. Here comes Devlin and Mike. All right, let's try to get these guys. Come on. There we go. Spider from 10th to 9th. He picks up another spot. And then we've got go. We got Aramis, was in 6th and is now in 6th. And right behind him was, who was that just came through? Right there. That was Parafuso in 4th. So it looks like the only person left here is, can Lippe get across this line and get the pole position? I don't know if he was ahead or not, but this is the last car to get through. Does he get those 3/10 he needs? No, he just gets 1 and maybe a half. And it's going to be Joey Cannoli sitting on the front row right next door to Lippe and have the lead of this race. All right, I got to get some pictures done of the grid order so that I can make sure I have everybody in their right places. Just in case we have to red flag anything. All right, so there we go. We got that. Let me send out a message to the crew. Send them all a message, so stand by. Alright, so let's see. We still got cars out on the track. So we might as well look at the cars because cars are pretty. And we want to see cars, right? So keep an eye. There's your pole sitter, Joey Cannoli. He's going to have Lippe right there sitting right next to him. Then right behind Joey is going to be DeTruth, where DeTruth currently is sitting right now. And then in 4th place, we're going to have Parafuso. So the 2 LTM drivers sitting in the first 2 rows. Then we're going to have Super Mike and Aramis in the next row. So, nice. So, there we go. All right. So, now we're going to give all the drivers a chance to get their let's see, the top 4. Here, I'll bring it up one more time just so everybody can see it. The top 4 from each of these 2 heats are going to advance to the finals next weekend and duke it out with the bottom 7 from the finals heat we just had before this race. So those 7 plus the other 8, and that'll be our 15 drivers to duke it out there. So it's the last chance to get into Division 1. But the top 7 in these semis are guaranteed into at least Division 2. But the top 4 will have a shot at Division 1. Everybody else is going down. Everything above P8 will end up in Division 3. So there we have it. If that wasn't confusing enough for you, now it should be more than confusing for you. All right. So I'm waiting for everybody to put in. Let's see. Do we get all the R's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're missing one person who's not here. Nope, there's Renegade. Oh yeah, I guess that's everybody. Okay, here we go. No, why can't I click in there? Ah! Okay, we're going to start this race now, folks, and here we go. This is semi-heat number 1, and we'll have one more right after this one. This race will be done just about the top of the hour, and then we will have these drivers bounce out. We'll jump into the new lobby, and everything will be ready and raring to go. So, here we go. Remember, we want the top 4. Those are the ones that get to move on and have a shot at Division 1. The rest, not so much. All right, hang on. I'll get the camera working right. There we go. Joey Canoli gets a good start. Lippe jumps right in behind him. Now let's keep an eye on the back and the middle of this pack just to make sure nothing goes really wrong. Oh. Whoa. We got all kinds of cars turned around. It looks like 1, 2, 3 cars that were involved. So that, friends, is a red flag. So hang on a second here. That's the rules. That is the rules. When we have 3 or more cars involved in an accident on the first lap, we red flag the race and we will start it over. It should start up in the right order, but just to be safe, I'm going to set the room to set my host, and we'll get this going. Once these guys pay attention and realize there's nobody on the track racing with them, they should come off the track. Let's hope they do. Let's hope they're paying attention. There we go. And that's awesome. All right, let me change this to set by host, so stand by here. Da-da-da-da. Oh. Oh yeah, duh. Hold on. I got it. Right. Practice race. There we go. Now I can do set by host. All right. So, I did it wrong. I did practice race, not practice endurance race. Hold on. Let me change that one more time. Practice endurance race. There we go. All right. Because everybody's coming in. Let's wait. Let's get this set right. We will set by host. I have the list right in front of me, peoples. Hello? Oh, we lost Spider Team. Where'd he go? Maybe that's what happened. Maybe somebody got disconnected. All right, hang on a second while we sort all of this out. I'm going to try to get these drivers sorted out. Oh, we lost. Yeah. Oh, we lost a... Oh, we're losing. Okay, this lobby is crashing, folks. Oh, and there it goes. All right, let me reopen this lobby really quick. Good thing I took a picture of the grid order so we don't have to start this all over. Yeah, it seemed like one car got a little out of shape in there, so we'll have to start this thing over. So let me send a message out to everybody. Stand by for a moment. Got to wait for the network connections to be sorted out. And yes, thank goodness we have set by host, right? Oh my gosh. Ugh. Okay, so let me change this to practice endurance race and create room. All right, it's going to open up here in a second, and then we'll get everybody in here. All right, let's see if everybody can start climbing in here. I just sent a message out. We use Discord because Discord is awesome for communicating with people. As long as people know and use Discord, then everything is usually okay. So once everybody gets in here, I'll get them to green check in. We'll set the grid and move along. So feel free to chat amongst yourselves or ask me any questions that you might have. If you know what I could do, let's bring this up really quick. I'll let you stare at that jumble of lines to help you make sure you've got it all figured out in your brains. Write it down on paper, whatever you got to do. I could sing a song or something if that helps. I can like start singing like I can't rap. I can't do opera. I can't do any type of singing that's worth anything. So Maybe that's not such a good idea. Oh boy. Alright, so let's get everybody checked in so I can set them. And the caps lock stuck on. Okay, there's 11 cars. Perfect. Let me set this. Oh my gosh. I forgot to change it to set by host before all of that. Doggone it. Don't be mad. Please don't be mad at me. Okay. I totally forgot to change that part. It's not my fault. It's the game's fault. I just don't know how to do some of the stuff sometimes. All right, let's see if we get all these cars to check in so I can do the set by host. We're going to be running a little late for the second heat, but we'll get there. One more green check in should do it. Just Renegade. There we go. All right. Starting grid. There we go. So we're going to put the Truth is in third. And we got, where is, oh, there he is. He's in first. Second place is Lippe. Third place is The Truth. Fourth place is Parafuso. Where are you, Parafuso? And then fifth place is Fry and the Wise. And sixth place is Aramis. Seventh place is going to be Method. Eighth place is Renegade. Move my picture over now to the next picture. That's the wrong direction. Spider is in ninth. Where's Spider? Where you at? Oh, where is there he is. Spider's in ninth. Tom is in 10th, and Devlin is there. There, perfect. Okay. Here we go. All right. All right. Good luck, everybody. We need elevator music. You know, I actually have some, but I wasn't daring to play it. I thought maybe that's going a little bit too far. All right. Here we go. We're gonna watch these guys make the magic happen. Everyone's in order, and if I'm off by one, then I'm off by one, and we'll get over it. We got to get this race going. We got a whole nother race to do still. Okay, same thing. Lippe dives in behind Joey Cannoli. Now let's see if anything goes wrong. Slow down, people. Come on. Not again. How many people was that? How many people? That was just one person that went off, right? Yeah. Oh, that was 3 people again. Okay. Last chance, guys. Can't be doing this. Can't be doing this. Okay, so let's get everybody out of here. Oh my goodness. That was insane. Why are we having this? Okay. All right. Let me just giving them all of the messages here. All right. So let's see. Breaks the middle pedal, please. All right. Let me make sure the starting grid is right. Joey Cannoli, Lippe, Truth, Parafuso Officer, Mike Method, Renegade, Spider, Average Tom. We're missing somebody. Oh, Aramis needs to check in. All right. Aramis. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so Aramis should be in P6. And then Method, Renegade, perfect. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is the last shot. All right, no more of this shenanigans, you guys. No more shenanigans. All right. Wonderful. Let's see. Here we go. This is the last shot. Everyone just needs to be patient. Actually, I wonder if I can hear it. Timed that one pretty good. All right, Joey Canoli gets this run now. Let's see. From the back of the field. Slow down, people. Don't dive inside. Don't dive inside. Aramis just squishing all around in there and pushes somebody off the track. But it's only one person, so we've actually made it through turn one with only one person in trouble. We'll see if that gets sorted out, but I think that was Parafuso. Yeah, I was feeling the same way. It looked to me like Aramis guy just kind of was pushing his way through the cars, but I don't know. That's something to look back later. But anyway, up front, Joey Canoli, Truth, Lippe, and Fry the Wise still up in front with Method not far behind. Spider up in 6th. And we've got Renegade in 7th. He's gained a position. Devil's gained a position. Everyone pretty much gained a position because Aramis went way back because he got involved with Parafuso. So up front, there goes Joey Canoli. Now, what's curious is what these tire runners are going to be. I'm not telling any of you what tires they're on. I'm not going to do it. We'll wait and see. When you see the pit stops happen, then I'll tell you who's on what tires. All right, so Joey Canoli up front to Truth in 2, Lippe 3, Fry the Wise 4, and Method in 5. That's your top 5, but only the top 4 get to go through. So y'all better. You get a chance at Div 1 again. So we'll see what happens here. But Method is in 5th. There's Spider in 6th. Renegade up a spot. Devlin not far behind. Devlin started in last place and now is up to 8th. Not bad. Remember, anything outside of P7, you are going to be in Div 3 at the end of the race. Somebody's off. Oh, Spider off the track. Spider off the track and into the dirt. And Aramis not far behind. Will be catching up shortly. Parafuso just needs to... I see what he's doing, and maybe he'll be able to make this work. Joey Canoli still leading the charge, but now the Truth has Lippe right behind him. Lippe really was really close in that last turn. So I don't know if he's going to make it through or how that's going to work out, but at least we got through the first lap this time. So now it's just going. Let's see, the Truth under braking. Lippe looking inside, doesn't make the move. So the Truth holds him off for at least a short little while. So there's your top 5 going through, but only the top 4 get to the finals. So right here, Fry and Method, these two are the battling for that spot through to the finals next weekend. That finals heat number 2. But we're only 3 minutes in, folks. There's so much more to be happening in this race. There is Renegade from Iser, team owner, one of them anyway, in P6, and Devlin in P7. So these guys from P5, 6, and 7, those 3 are going to get to move to Div 2. So we'll see how that works thus far. Now we've got Spider, Viper, and Aramis all kind of... is it Aramis? No, it's Arminus. I've been saying it wrong all this time. Oh my goodness. All right, so Average Viper from HyPrix, one of the HyPrix team owners, I believe, or at least one of the managers or something like that. Actually, I think he's a team manager. And then there is Arminus, and where's Perfuso? How far away is he? He's 5 seconds back. We'll see if he can make something happen here. Now, there's some different strategies I see here. I'm just going to quickly zip through the cars. Oh, okay. It's relatively even between who's running softs and running mediums. So we don't even know what's going to happen. I have no idea how this is going to play out when the time comes, because the we got so many different. Wait, how did Renegade get into 5th? What happened? Oh, Lippe dropped all the way back to 7th. Something must have happened. Missed that one. Okay. Yeah, so... Alright, so... Joey, Truth, Fry, and Method sitting there in the top spots. This is going to be a very interesting turn of events. I'm looking at the different tire compounds because, you know, I can, and I'm not going to tell you. It's going to make for a barn burner of an ending of the race already, I can tell you. So, it's going to be good. I hope you Heat 2 drivers are paying attention. I hope you're paying attention. Devlin up into 6th with Icer. There is Lippe. He's going to have to make it all the way back to the front. He was having such a good race. He must have just put one foot wrong somewhere. Spider Team only 4 seconds back from Lippe, so he has a chance to catch up. Looks like Viper's thinking about moving. Oh, Armis! Oh, boy. Armanus almost took out Viper. Yeah, from turn 1 at the beginning of the race, it looked like he missed his braking zone, and hopefully he doesn't do that again during the race, because that could end it for somebody. So we'll keep an eye on that. This is all stuff that will be handled in stewarding if need be, right? But we'll worry about that later. Okay, Harafuso, 5.3 seconds back. All right, Joey, 4 seconds up the road from the Truth. Truth, 1.6 seconds to Fry, who is 1 second from Method. And there's Renegade. So I will tell you, oh my gosh, this is so much fun to know what's happening and not tell you. I wish they had like colors of the tires or some color stripes on the tires that would let you see what the tires were, but I will say that there are competing strategies in these top 8 and 9 drivers. So yeah, this is for 10th or for 9th spot right here, 8th really. All right, let's see. Parfuso's made up about a second on these guys, so he'll be back in the mix soon. Joey Canoli, 4.5 seconds up the road, having a great race, has the fastest lap right now. It is a 140.5. Truth was running a 141, Fry's 141, Method a 141, and Renegade running 142s, and it looks like Devlin has been running a 141 and some 143, so kind of even out. But look who's there, Lippe, who's crawling his way back. He's in 7th at the moment. We need to see if he can get himself up into the top 4. So he's got to keep an eye out here to see what he can get done. All right, let's make sure we're not missing any weird problems here. Everyone looks pretty good so far. There's Method, and here's the next little bunch. These are the bunch outside of the top 4. These 3 are battling for the 5th spot right now, and they see P4 up there. They want that P4. They want to get to those finals. It's also possible that maybe they don't. I don't know. As long as they stay in P7, they're guaranteed into Division 2 and live broadcasted by our friends at Black Flag TV. So that's good. I love some of these Ken Block tribute cars. They look good. All right, so Joey Cannoli now at 5 seconds up the road. He's really putting the screws to that car. Let's see. There's Truth in P2. Fry. Method. And here comes the other group. Renegade. And Devlin. Right behind him is Rippo. So there's a few cars in there that are running on softs and a few cars that are running on mediums. That's all I'm going to tell you. Nobody's running any hard tires. Everybody's on either softs or mediums. So now we've got to watch and see as these drivers make their way up. They need to get up to that 4th place. But Renegade is about 2.5 seconds and losing time to P4. Now he doesn't have any. Oh, look at Lippe was looking inside there for a second. He changed his mind, and he's just going to stick with it. These three need to work together to somehow push Renegade up and get up there and catch him, like some little bump drafting to try to get these cars up there. But yeah, the other three in front are all in a nice, well, not with Joey, but these three are not in a slipstream train, so there's plenty of space for this group of three right here, Renegade and these guys, to work together and go faster and catch up to that crew. I just don't know if they I mean, I know Renegade and Devlin are teammates. I don't know if they're communicating with each other or not. I don't know if they're on a team radio or what's going on there. They are, I will say that the P5 and 6 are on different compounds. So one of them should be able to help move things along. All right, up front real quick. Let's just check, make sure nothing's happened. All right, Joey Cannoli now 6.3 seconds. Truth is about 1.5 seconds ahead of Mike. Fry and the Wise. Oh, Fry and the Whiskas. I don't know why I'm saying Fry and the Wise, because I'm old and I say things, and that's what I'm allowed to do. And we absolutely know that there's a no-stop medium that's at play. We saw it happening. We saw it happen in the last race, so it can be done. Oh, something happened with Devlin, and Renegade's pulled away. Devlin is having a little bit of a time holding that car together. Lippe, I think, is, let's take a look here. Lippe may be able to make an overtake here, although Devlin looks like he got a little bit of a better exit coming out of that corner. But the slipstream should help Lippe pull right up to him. Or not. Up front, nothing's changed. Doesn't look like anybody's gaining on anybody. The top four are basically just in autopilot and churning laps. You know what, Method? I bet if you didn't have the powder coating on that livery, the car would go faster because the air would go over it quicker. I think you've created aerodynamic drag. I'm kidding, obviously. Renegade's pulled out a good, like, 2.5, 3 second lead over Devlin. Lippe needs to do something. Now, the good news for all these guys is all of them thus far are guaranteed to be in Division 2 or better. Well, not all of them. 5, 6, and 7. So Renegade, Devlin, and Lippe. They'll get to move on to Division 2 as long as they don't mess up anything. They could do better. We'll see. Wow. Lippe is all over the back of Devlin. Doesn't know what to do. Keeps looking for every chance he can to get around him. Gets a much better exit this time around. Does Lippe make a move this time? Lippe's close, but not close enough. Under braking, maybe. The challenge is these two drivers, Lippe and Devlin, are on different compounds from one another. So one of them is going to use up their compound more than the other, and yeah, it's going to be interesting battle, to say the least, to see how these two are going to play out. Let's see. There's Lippe. Look at this. There's Viper. Arminus, Spider, and Parafuso are all kind of caught back together again. So there's this battle for last happening back here, and it's happening right now. So these four are destined for Division 3 unless they can find a way up to P7 spot. And I guess we'll just have to see how the pit stops play out for everybody. Of these last four drivers, one of them is on soft tires, the rest of them are on medium tires. So one of them is going to be pitting, and the rest of them ain't, I'm sure. Joey Cannoli into the pits. Does Truth follow him in? Truth does not follow him. Does Fry follow him in? He does not. Does Method follow him in? He also does not. Does Renegade? No. Does Devlin? Where's Devlin? Devlin does. So Joey Cannoli in the pits, getting a little bit splash of fuel. Why is he getting so much gas? Okay, there we go. Devlin, so Joey Cannoli's going to come out, and he'll have to make a run for it. He comes out in 6th, so we'll see what he can do with that. Armanis is like, hey, I see people. So we'll see. Oh no! Is that Lippe? No! Oh, jeez! Oh, thank goodness ghosting is on. Oh, my gosh! That scared me. I thought everyone was doomed. I thought they were all doomed. So is that Parafuso? Or was that Lippe? That was Lippe. That sucks. Viper in the pits. There's the HyPrix car. Gotta show the HyPrix colors, right? Alright, so Truth stays out on track. Has first place. Fry, Method, and Renegade all on medium tires, in case you didn't know. So those top four now on medium tires. Joey Cannoli, 18 seconds back from the top spot, out with some fresh soft tires. He even grabbed a little extra fuel for good measure. So now he can really put the screws to that car. Can he make up 18 seconds in the next 13 minutes? We shall see. We shall see. We'll see what he can do. He's already opened a gap to Armanis, who is on medium tires running a one-stop. So is Spider Team on a one-stop, although the fuel situation for some of these guys is going to be a little bit rough. Parafuso also on the medium tires. Lippe on the medium tire. Devlin on the soft tires. He pit and took new soft tires, and Viper pit and took new soft tires. So that's where everybody is at. Your top four are all on a one-stop medium or no-stop medium plan, right? So we'll see. Can these top four, can they make it stick? Can they make it last? Now, Joey Cannoli just needs to get around this car. All Joey Cannoli has to do is get around Renegade to get himself into the finals for next weekend. He's 5 seconds back and already closing, and there he is back there. So there's a really good chance that in the next 12 minutes, the next 12 minutes, that he'll be able to, if he's doing, let's see, all these 142s and 143s. Joey Cannoli did a 142. He's on his first hot lap, so I don't know what that one's going to be. But Joey Cannoli is going to be running low 141s, right? So I think he's going to catch him. He's at 4.6 now. He's already knocked about a second, almost a second off of Renegade's time. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. All right. Let's see. So Truth, Fry is right there in the slipstream. So we might see a change in leader here soon. Joey Cannoli in 5th, down to 4.5 seconds. Armanis. Oh, someone just spun around. Oh, Spider Team completely loses the car. Oh, no. Where'd he go? He was in 8th. He's backing up. Oh, he gets out of the way just in time. Damage all over the car. But he's back under his own power, and he's drops down to 9th place. So he needs to go catch these LTM guys if he wants to have a chance at this. So Joey and Renegade battle for line honors. 2 sister teams going at it. This will be good. Yeah, it will be. RWB and ICER, kind of like sister teams, really. ICER's kind of been around since GT Champions has been around, and RWB's been right along with it. So, yeah, this will be good. Joey Canoli now. He's eaten 2 seconds out of Renegade's lead already, so it's only a matter of time. I actually think Joey Canoli was at 18. Now he's at 15. He's probably going to catch up and get at least a 3rd place finish out of this. We'll see how it goes. But right here, there's Armanis and Parafuso. They are the last 2 cars to be able to head to Division 2 from this race. So they need to keep their stuff together. Don't fight. Be good brother and sister, brother, whatever it is. Be good siblings. Don't take each other out. You guys have yourself into Division 2. They're on the medium tires. They're not going to catch Joey Canoli. So they just got to know to fight it out amongst themselves, but don't take each other out, right? That's what they got to do. All right, Renegade now only 1.6 seconds to Joey Canoli. So Renegade, this is coming, whether you want it to or not. It looks that way. And they're not far up the road is Method. So Joey Canoli is probably going to catch up to Method right there as well. That's the thing about the medium tire and soft tire, right? Is you got to be quick enough on the medium tire to overcome the pit delta. That, you know, Joey Canoli went in, a splash of fuel, had some new tires, and back out. I think it was maybe 15 seconds. So maybe even less than that. So we'll see if Renegade can keep this up. All right, let's just check up front here. The Truth, who had such a bad race yesterday. I felt so bad for him. He really struggled, had an issue. This is his chance to get to the final so he can get back into Division 1 where, truthfully, he belongs. He's really got the pace for that. Super Mike, he's got a pretty decent pace too. He's a top Division 2, Division 1 driver. So it stands to reason these two being this close to each other on the track. So they will get a chance to battle, well, based on if they finish now, they'll each get a chance to battle each other in the finals too next weekend. There's Method, 3.5 seconds up, and now it comes time. Let's just see. We don't want to miss this, right? I feel like Joey Canoli is the guy from why can't I think of this? Top Gear, right? Like this, he's the guy in the white suit and the white helmet, and he's just gonna try to take him out. So I think Renegade knew it was coming, and he's gonna just let him go through. And off Joey Canoli goes into the top 4 spot. Joey Canoli now just needs to stay here ahead of Renegade, and he is into the finals next weekend for the final heat. So he's just got to stay there. Method now. Method has to be careful because Joey Canoli could be towing Renegade along a little bit. If Renegade can stay close, oh, that's not going to do it. He'll lose a lot of time right there. And out of the slipstream goes Renegade. So he's not going to get to make use of much of what Joey Canoli had to offer. But Joey Canoli now 13 seconds from the leader. Was 18. He's gained 5 seconds in about 5 minutes. So he would need another 13 minutes, which there's not. There's 6.5 minutes left in the race. So I think he'll catch Method. I think that's where he'll end up staying. Meanwhile, these two are still just hanging out. All right, let's go check out what's going on in the back. Uh-oh. Viper off the track. Yikes. Okay, not having a good race. Devlin not doing so well either. Spider is down into 9th position. Lippe in 8th is 7 seconds away from Parafuso. Parafuso is the last car destined to Division 2. So, like I said, him and Armanis just need to play nice. This doesn't look like how you do it. Okay, Parafuso takes the spot. Up he goes. And now Armanis will move into 7th place. But hey, still into Division 2 is where these ones will be destined to go. So that's exciting for those guys. All right, let's check up front here. Joey Cannoli, look at that, already 1.4 seconds. Now, I know Joey Cannoli took that extra fuel in the pit stop. I was like, why are you doing that? I think this is exactly why. He is going to shred this car and its tires over the stint and get everything he can out of them to try to make this happen and get on that podium. Which is good. I haven't talked to Joey Cannoli for a while, so if he gets on the podium, we can come in for some interviews. Anyway, these two just kind of hanging out, right? Like, Truth just sending it through medium tires. The two of them have the same tire situation. Actually, Fry is a little bit worse for wear on the medium tires, but the fuel situation's nearly identical. Same with Method, right? Joey Cannoli on the hunt for that 3rd spot right now. Let's keep an eye here. There's not a, well, here, let's check it. Well, he's right there. I might as well keep an eye on. This might happen. Uh-oh. Who left the room? Oh. Somebody was in there, wasn't supposed to be in there. That's why. Okay. All right, so Joey Cannoli now says it's time for me to make a move. And he's going to be later on the brakes, I'm sure. The soft tires, he can go all the way around the outside. And Method's going to tuck in right behind. And that was that. So Joey up into P3. There is 10 seconds away from P2 with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the race. Not going to happen, Joey. I don't care how fast you are. It's just not going to happen. So Joey Cannoli probably content to just be on the podium. So good on him. Method in P4. These 4 drivers are destined, unless Renegade catches them or something happens, they are destined for the finals heat next Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern, where these top 4 and the top 4 from our next round and the bottom 7 from the finals heat 1 will all compete again. So that'll be good. There is Renegade in P5, so he is destined for Division 2 right now. So is Parafuso and Armanis. So they all are going to get to move to Division 2. They won't have to compete next weekend. So they'll have their spot. I'm sure Parafuso is just bugged that he didn't get there. I know Lippe is just, his whole race got kind of ruined in turn 1. I mean, he's 5 seconds away, but he's on the same tire. So I don't know if he's going to be able to make any of this work. So there you have it. Where's Spider? Spider in 9th. Devlin on his case. All right. It's another ICER v RWB little shenanigans going on here. We've got 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the clock. And then whatever's left on the track. Devlin's got a good run. Devlin on the soft tires, Spider on the medium tire. Devlin really gets a good handle through that corner. Does he stay in the toe? Look at that run. And along goes Devlin. Spider gonna tuck in behind. Maybe, maybe not. Spider's like, I'm gonna make you work for this. Oh, look at the flames coming out of Devlin's car as he downshifts. Nice. All right, Devlin up into P9, Spider in P10, Viper considerably back in the pack, a minute behind the leaders. Definitely had some challenges getting through there, but Truth and Fry and Joey Cannoli sitting on the podium, in the podium places. Method sitting in the top 4 spot. Renegade is not far away. I mean, we literally have 1 lap left in this race for these guys, and if Renegade could just catch up to him, he can have a shot in the finals. or just stay where he is and be relegated to. Relegated sounds bad, but you know he'll be in Division 2, which is pretty great. Renegade's a good, fast driver. He'll probably do really well in Division 2. Parafuso and Armanis still doing okay. A little less close racing in this lobby than I expected to see. I expected to see a lot more. I expected to see a lot more cars bunched together like these two, right? Back to back on the track. So yeah, it's different than I thought it was going to be. Maybe semi heat 2 will be a little bit different too. But there's Joey Canoli, climbed his way all the way back from a pit stop, all the way back up to 3rd place, and trying to get through. Let's see, where are these guys? Oh, they are on the last lap because the timer runs out in 3, 2, 1, and now the race is over. They are on their final laps, and Truth is going to come through, barring any problems between now and the next 2 corners he has to take, this is one of the hardest ones. Nice and easy, no mistakes, no whammies. All right, so the Truth should be coming through in 1st place here and take the win and gets to the finals number 2 next Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And Fry will go with him, and so will Joey Canoli and Method. Nope, I take that back. Renegade got around Method somehow. Method made a mistake, but let's get Truth coming across the line. P1 for Truth, Fry and the Wise in P3. Joey Canoli coming through the final corner. But look at that. Renegade gets around Method on the last lap. Something must have happened to Method and gave Renegade the shot, but Joey Canoli comes across in 3rd. Renegade's going to get that last spot to head to the finals heat 2. Method just misses out and has to settle for Division 2 with Parafuso and Armanis. They will go through into the, oh wait a minute, no, Armanis runs out of fuel. Lippe gets the 7th spot, and Armanis is now falls to 8th, and he moves into Division 2. Oh, those okay, I didn't see any of that happening. So that was some real change-ups there, guys. As Devlin comes across in 9th, Spider will come across here in the top 10. And then we'll see Average Viper is already completed, and so that is the race. But look at that. The Truth comes through in with the win. Fry and the Wise, Joey Canoli, and Renegade on the last lap in the last sector gets around Method and moves into the finals heat 2 next weekend to compete with the other top 4 drivers in the next race and the bottom 7 from the last race. So, wow, Method, Parafuso, and Lippe will all move into Division 2. There's no more racing they need to do until the season starts. The rest of the drivers will be into Division 3. So Armanis, Devlin, Spider, and Viper will move into Division 3. And wow is all I've got to say. That was quite an ending to the race. But there's your race winner right there. The Truth. The Truth and Fry and the Wise just driving side by side. Fry's just waving out the window. Look at us, we made it through. We're going to the finals heat 2. Woohoo! And Joey Canoli also gets through. So Joey Canoli makes it through to the final round, and so does Renegade. Boy, do I want to go look at this race replay and figure out what happened there. Clearly, Method must have made a mistake, slowed down, or went a little off track. But, yeah, so here is your race winner, The Truth. Nice, buddy. Good job. Gets clean race bonus, the whole 9 yards. Whoo, boy. All right, well, that was fun, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, let me get these guys into let's see, top 3 in Discord interviews. We'll see if we can get these top 3 into the interviews, and let me get this lobby cleared out. Okay, I don't care how my spelling looks. They get it. All right, so the next group needs to get in here so we can get this last race done. Oh, boy. Okay, let me do some announcements while we get all this together. I'm going to jump into the Discord channel with our winners. We'll give them just a second to get in there. I see the three of you in there. Just stand by for 1 second. I need to change this lobby back over to what it's supposed to be, so stand by, folks, because I got to get it off of set by host. It won't let me. Okay, well, I'll get there when I get there. All right. Hey guys, congratulations. Nice going.
Hello.
Hey, thanks, man.
Hi, nice. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. So a lot less nail biting in this race than there was in the previous race. I know that it was a struggle to get the thing going. That turn one was brutal and definitely added some flavor to the race. But Truth, you did the no stop with Mike, and Joey Cannoli does just enough on those soft tires to get back up into the top 4. Congratulations, all three of you. Good job.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Whew. All right, so Truth, what you know, man? Tell us about your race.
First, I just want to say thank you to everybody who participated, and I appreciated having people to race with, so that's great. And then a good job to Joey and Mikkel as well. I watched the first race before ours with the top split, and I saw how well the guy who won did on his mediums. And I had done a bunch of testing, and literally there was like 3 different strategies that I was getting the same time. But then when I saw how well and uncontroversial his drive was, I decided to do that myself no matter where I placed in the grid. And then I wasn't sure what Joey was doing, but I was pretty sure he was on soft tires because he was running away and would have to pit. And then Mikkel, I wasn't sure, but he was keeping pace with me and kind of sitting behind me. So I kind of figured he was on the same medium strategy as me. So it worked out, and then nobody did anything stupid because I was kind of happy we didn't engage in a fight because I was like, there's no need to fight because all we got to do is finish top 4. So, you know, that was like super fun, and congratulations to everybody.
Yeah, that was my mantra through the whole race. Is like, you're in the top 4, don't screw it up. Just finish the race.
Absolutely. That was it. I was just behind the truth, and I mean, it was obvious the strategy is to be just in the top 4, so no fight. That's all. Just keep the pace, keep the flow driving, and it was a nice race, nice and relaxed in a way, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, you're doing good in your little gold car, your traditional gold car, hanging out and just following the man around the track, right? Were you just waiting for him to make a mistake and then just capitalize on it, or did you even think about trying to pass him, or were you just following him because you knew, well, I'm close enough?
I think that we both were in this strategy, which is a fuel strategy, fuel saving. And I was just behind. 1 second was okay. A little bit of yes, to be on the just behind the car. Of course, if he did some mistake, I will be there. But it was not neat, not even to force a mistake. This was just to drive, softly till the end.
Yep.
Beautiful strategy.
Just to top off, like, because it's interesting for anybody who watched this. Like, I had kept a little bit of extra fuel, and I've never raced against him before, so I don't know what he's like, right? So I was, at the end, I was trying to, I got the fuel, now I'm going to try to break his slipstream just in case he tries something crazy, right?
That's awesome.
In case, yeah. No, don't worry. I was thinking, please don't think that I'm going to attack you. It's not what is going to happen. Just keep the pace.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna take a second to let Joey tell us about his race. He's been quiet this whole time. So Joey, what were you thinking when you realized you were pulling away from all these guys? Did you realize that you had to change something up a little bit? What when you realized that you were on a different strategy from the rest of the, what did you do? What was your thought process?
Yeah, once I got pole, I said, okay, I was going to go on mediums, but then once I got pole, I said, well, let me just try to take off, you know.
Okay.
It wasn't until halfway through when I pitted, I go, am I the only one that didn't get the memo? I mean, nobody's pitting, you know. So I figured once I pit, you know, it's a 25 second pit, so I'll catch up to them because they were like 16, 18 seconds ahead. And nobody pitted. I said, holy crap, I'm on the wrong strategy. So good going, guys. That was awesome.
Well, actually, you were on the right strategy because you made it through to the finals, the three of you, for next weekend. So now you guys have a shot. I know, Truth, I know that you had to be a little bit sad from yesterday's race. I know that you did not get the kind of finish that you knew you could get. So this was your chance to get through and get to Division 1 still. So
yeah, I mean, I can't be that disappointed because like my first heat was filled with monsters, like Bipolar and stuff. And, like I drove and I finished 2 seconds behind Bipolar. Like I don't know, and not just him, the other two guys. There was 3 guys 2 seconds ahead of me, and I finished 6th. So I was like, well, yeah, that's disappointing, but I can't be that disappointed.
That was a tough group.
Yeah. It was, but it was some great racing. So, speaking of great racing, I need to get these guys started on this next one. But congratulations, you guys! You did a great job. You definitely some nail biting. You got to go back and watch the race towards the end because there were some shining moments on the last couple of laps. There was one pucker moment. Joey Cannoli remembers it coming out of turn 1, and there was a car sideways right in front of him, and all of you guys just went right through the guy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I thought everyone was going to die.
I had no idea what to do, right? Because he was rolling. I said, I can go left, I can go right. Screw it, I'm going right through him.
You better hope that we can go right through him. Oh, because everyone did. It was just one right after another. It was scary. It was you should have seen the chat that's watching the race, the broadcast. One of the guys, somebody put in there a whole bunch of stars, and then stars me. That was scary.
That could have been the end.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Well, congratulations, guy. Awesome race. Thanks, Chris, for everything, man.
Hey, it's so much fun to do, and it wouldn't be what it is without you guys coming and participating in racing and sitting in here bothering to listen to me while I'm talking. So I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Sometimes people forget, you know, you can't have a glory moment without worthy opponents. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tons of fun.
Well, thanks, guys. We'll catch you guys next time around. Jump on and watch the last race. It should be a doozy. So,
absolutely.
Okay, congrats to.
All right, so that was fun visiting with those folks. So now let's we have our list of drivers going through. I think we have 13 drivers. We are missing. Oh, Hannah will not be here, but we are missing. I don't think I see Forza Ferrari in here. That's who I'm looking for. Is he on this list? Am I not seeing him? I'm not seeing him. Let me double check and make sure he actually is able to make it in our RSVP chat here for the final one. Nope, he wasn't going to be able to make it, so this is it. All right, here we go. Let me tell everybody we got 30 seconds, and we're going to get this next race going right away with no delay. While we're waiting for all that, don't forget Team HyPrix. They are the official sponsors for the Porsche Cup here at GT Champions, and we're grateful for all the cool work and everything he does, all the cool graphics like this one. When you should have seen what he said when I handed him my interpretation of what it needed to be. He sure did make it look a lot better, I'll tell you what. That is for sure. But anyway, check them out, hypre.mx.com. They should be able to help you out with anything that you need. All right, let's get out here and get this qualifier started. Start qualifier. Here we go. All right, so now We are running a little bit late. We'll probably be finished just after the top of the hour. That kind of stuff happens when you have a bunch of red flags. So we don't need any more of those. Let's not have any more of those. All right. Wait. Did the lobby crash? Oh, hold on a second. Some people just said... Oh, no, that was from earlier. Okay, never mind. Phew. Had me worried there. All right, let's get out on track. You guys want to hear the cars, right? Don't you want to hear the cars? Let's hear the cars. There they are. All right, so looks like right there, Quick is the first one out on track. So first one out of the pits gets all the camera love on the out lap and the first lap. That's my rule. I'm sticking with it until they get lined up and get in order. So now he gets to show off his livery and his racing prowess. Don't hit the wall. Ugh. All right, so we've got lots of good drivers that are going to be in this heat. This is a pretty interesting heat. There is one driver that's supposed to be here and is not going to make it. That's Hannah. And she lost her father 2 days ago, and we've given her a straight-through pass to Division 3 and not have to participate because that's not right. So our condolences still out to you, Hannah, if you're watching out there. We love you. We look forward to seeing you compete when the time comes. But we've got a couple ICER drivers in here. We've got a couple new guys in here that I don't know. We've got a couple RWB guys. We've got our World Cup designer, the RWB team captain. We've got Toolshed, who's been in here forever. Frogs, who was wicked fast last week. I expect we'll see Frogs sitting at the top of the podium in this race. But Budsy is also here, and Budsy was really quick. He just had an incident in the last race, so it's going to be... I don't even know, okay? That's what I'm going to say. I have no idea how this place is going to turn out. If it's anything like the last race, it's going to be weird. Hopefully they can make it manage, through turn one and not have any issues going on there. So, hey, Hannah's here. Yay. Hey, hope you're doing okay over there. If you need anything, let us know. All right. You know what? I need to get some water before we get into this. I'll be right back. Okay, here's the moment of truth, and there's Frogs up to the top as predicted. Lots going on. Wooly in P2, J-Rod up in P3. There we go. Let's see if any. This is going to be a lot of messages as everyone sets their first laps. So Frogs in P1, Wooly in P2 from Amigos Racing. And J-Rod from RWB in P3. Magic, who's a new driver, just kind of staying out of people's way. There is our Black Flag racer, our one and only one that we have. Oh, Benjo gets a little loose coming out of there. There's Rockstar, he's pretty quick. Budsy, that's one to watch. And there he is, he's half a second up right now on purple. There's Quick. Benjo's struggling with that car right now. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully he can get his stuff together. Scala and Chip Reese. So Toolshed up to the front with a 141.0. Hello! Venom comes through just 6/100ths behind him, and they both push Frog down. Now Frog's going to have to start over, so RWB's Venom comes through and says, hey, look at me driving a Porsche. All right. Who was it we were looking at? That was way up Budsy. Budsy's going to be coming across here in a minute. A whole bunch of people are. Let's just see if anything changes here. There we go. Okay, Frogs gets to the top. So Toolshed's bumped down just a little bit. Venom goes to third. We've got Scala in fourth. Look at that. All right. All right. We see you. We see you. All right. See, where is Venom? Venom is on the back of the track. Toolshed still in the back of the track. Frogs leads through. Holy crap, he did a 139.9. Right. So there you go. He just set the bar. 1.1 seconds faster than anybody. Toolshed in P2, Venom third, Scala in fourth. Everyone on the backside of the track. Who is this coming across the line here in a second? There we go. Here comes Venom. And he's got somebody else right behind him, and he's going to go in and pit. Okay, so who's this then? Okay, Toolshed. Does Toolshed pit, or is Toolshed going to go one more lap on these? He must feel like he's getting a better lap time. He didn't. He was down half a second, actually. 140. Actually, that doesn't seem right. My timer is broken from what's on the left side of the screen, clearly. Okay. So Frog's on the pole by a full second, which seems reasonable. Because he's pretty friggin' fast, so he's got a nice little toe right here with Quick. He should be able, and he's gonna go pit. All right. Toolshed's partway through the lap. So is Venom. Here we go. Scala and J-Rod and those folks are coming across. J-Rod goes to 7th. Scala stays in 4th. Venom is still in 3rd. J-Rod is in 7th. Who is the next car here? All right, so now we're getting a whole bunch of these cars coming through. So there's Budsy, and currently Rockstar, who's in 6th, is going to come across. Let's see if it gets better. Budsy probably is going to bounce up the order, and he does a 141. Okay, so Budsy up into 9th. All right, we got the rest of the drivers just trying to get sorted out. It looks like Benjo might be... Oh, he's on an outlap. Let's see... Oh, who's that off the track? Somebody just went off the track. Oh, Rockstar is off the track. Okay, let's see. J-Rod's in 7th. Rockstar in 6th. So, Frogs, Toolshed, Venom, and Scala, they're your top 4 starting out in the race. That top 4 is a significant number, because you want to stay there through the whole race. Toolshed in the pits, going to grab some fresh tires, no fuel, and try to get going a little bit faster. And here comes Wooly. Wooly is in 5th. I didn't look to see his time. Let's see, what does Wooly come up with here? He's going to be in the 140s. Okay, and then Venom is in the back, and here comes Scala up to P3. Scala goes with a 141.9, I guess. Yeah, a 141.9. Just behind Wooly. Toolshed still in the pits. I'm not sure why he's not driving, but okay. Venom now coming into the last sector. Sorry, we just had an Amber Alert go off, and I was like, what is that noise? All right, so Venom will be coming across the line. Someone else just came across, but they didn't set a better time. Oh, there we go, the 142. So up he goes. Let's see, what does Venom have to offer here? Does he get out of 5th place? He does not. He's 3/10 slower. So he's going to get himself warmed up. We'll see what he can do there. But right now, there's your pole sitter Frogs. It's on the final lap. Qualifying is over. So let's see. This is going to be your next car, Wooly. Let's see if Wooly can improve his time. And Scale and J-Rod are right behind them. So we'll see if we can keep an eye on them. Wooly is 2nd fastest. Let's see if he can get anywhere. He's not going to get faster than what was on there. So that's a 141. Scully's going to come across with a... He doesn't go any faster. J-Rod does not improve, so he'll be in 7th. And then we've got, right there, we've got Frogs comes through. Holy macaroni! He comes through with a 139.4. Okay, so there we go. All right, so he sets a blistering time there. Budsy comes across with, boom, from 9th to 3rd, and comes across with a 140 whatever. My timer's all screwed up on the side, but Budsy now is through into P3. So we'll be starting 2nd row right next to Scale. Let's see, we have this car here. There we go. There is the black flag of Racing's J. Goes from 11th, does not improve. There is Benjo. Actually, we're missing somebody else. Who was that? There we go. Rockstar does not improve. Benjo does not improve. And the last car to come across the line right here is going to be Venom from 6 to no improvement. So there is your order. Let me get a picture of this. Make sure I have it together. That's everybody through the track. So that's your 1 through 8. Frogs, Wooly, Budsy, Scale, Toolshed, Venom, Rockstar, and J-Rod. Then we've got Quick, Magic, Jay, Benjo, and HyPrix. So that is your group. Whew. Oh, okay. Armanis' black flag. Okay. I didn't know that. See, I learn new things every day, people. It's what I do. All right, so we're going to give these guys a chance to finish up. It looks like we're going to finish about 4 minutes after the hour. So we're just going to wait for this lobby to finish up, and then we'll get them started. So, real quick, just to remind everybody that all of this is brought to you and sponsored by HyPrix for the Porsche Cup. I love working with these guys. Really clean team, really great people to work with. Pixteca there at HyPrix does all the graphics for us for all of our events, and it's just spectacular. So big shout out to him. While we wait for just a second, I'm going to let everybody know they can change their tires. Letting them all know that set their tires. We start in 1 minute. And 30 seconds, or 30 minutes of racing. Yes, Pixteca is awesome. He does a fantastic job. So, here we are, people. This is the final round of Day 2's qualifying. Semi-heat number 2. The top 4 move on to race next weekend in the finals heat 2. The next 3 drivers in positions 5 through 7, they go straight to Division 2. The rest of the drivers outside of the top 7 are going to go into Division 3. The top drivers, when they go into the finals heat next weekend, if they finish in the top 7, they go straight to Division 1. Everyone else will go to Division 2. So it should be loads of fun. We're gonna have some good racing, you guys. We really are. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, I'm gonna let everybody know that we're gonna get this thing started. That's not what I wanted to do. Let me double check and make sure everybody's clicked in. Everybody is clicked in. It's time to go, people. Here we go. Oh, I'm going to just, you know. All right, just a reminder to them. we need turn 1 to go. So here we go. All right, folks. The last race of the evening, and this will set everything to where it needs to be. And we'll get the final information out for next week's race, because I haven't even announced what track we're at next week. I don't know if any of you realize that, but I will announce at the end of this race, I will announce the track that everybody will be participating at next weekend for the finals heat. So, yep, here we go. Here come the lights. Ooh, Frogs gets a good jump. Woolie's not far behind. Now, this is where we have to be careful. This is where we're going to keep it. Ah, come on, camera, work with me. Let's make sure everybody gets through okay. Look at that. That's how it's done, people. That's how it's done. That's how you get through turn 1. So, Frogs up the road already 0.8 of a second ahead of Woolie. Budsy's right behind, and it looks like Scale in 4th has got a lot happening right behind him. Look at all that. Right there, Toolshed, Quick, and Venom all side by side. Hanging in there, buddies. Hanging in there. Ooh, it's always so hard on the very first laps to get everybody through without everybody dying. And this corner coming up is no exception to the rule. Let's see from here. Does everybody get through okay? So far, we're just going to be on board with J-Rod here for a second. All right, looking good. All right, so look at that long train of Porsches. This is a way closer first lap than we had in the last race. There's everybody here. Everybody's up here. Frogs isn't. He's gone. Or in the words of, I don't know who, she gone. I think that's Duck Dynasty guys, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, Frogs is like, I'll see you guys later. First lap, and I'm already going to be 4 seconds ahead by the time I hit the line. It's going to be close to 4 seconds. Let's see. Does he get that high? It's pretty dang close. Woolie now defending from like 9 drivers. Look at them all lined up there. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is where guys like Frogs needed to be able to have that second chance. Venom looking inside and makes the move on Woolie and up into P2. Meanwhile, Toolshed follows him right on through, and Woolie drops 3 spots in one corner. So yeah, that's a lot going on. It looks to me. I gotta. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta look at something here really quick. I'm just gonna try to not miss any action. I can tell you why it's so close. Because only one person in this whole, and it's not Frogs, only one person on this whole track is on the soft tires. Everyone decided to do the medium tire, no stop. So this should keep all of these cars close together for quite some time. Oh, this is gonna be good, folks. So this is gonna be a barn burner end of the race with all of these cars on equal footing. It's gonna make for a very interesting racing meet. I mean, look at this. Venom's pulled away. He's about 2 seconds up the road. Toolshed is leading 1, 2, 3, 4. What's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different cars. Oh boy. You said Budsy got shoved off in a corner? Where is Budsy? Oh, there he is. He's in 9th. Oh, somebody just... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is a big mess. Well, we're on lap 2, so that's not going to red flag. It only happens if it's in the first lap. So that's going to cause some challenges for people. Frogs, 3 seconds up the road. Venom, I love that livery. That looks so good. Think about the Brothers Racing. One of our World Cup designers. is Venom, and his brother Igorski, who's supposed to be in this race or the last race but couldn't make it. So he will be in Division 3. Toolshed, been a staple in the GTC stable for a while in most of his races. J-Rod, the RWB team captain. Wooly's been around forever. I heard a lot of squealing just there. I was a little nervous. All right, Quick, fairly new to us. Obviously, Jay, our brand new Black Flag Racing guy. Budsy racing with Icer. He's new as well. So there's still a lot of people to come in here. There's Benjo, Magic Rockstar, Chip, and Scale. Oh, poor Scale. Dang. All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on here. This is what we need to watch. We're going to be watching like these 5 or 6 cars as Toolshed leads them down the road here. Let's see, which one of them was on the soft tires? I don't remember which one was on the soft tires. Oh, yes, I do. Now I remember. Okay, let's see. There we go. Where's the front? There we go. All right, so Toolshed leading them down to cross the line. Got J-Rod right behind him. J-Rod had an unfortunate race yesterday out at oh my goodness, why can't Lago Major. Just something happened with his car. We'll look away. Something happened with his car, and he just went wide and just full speed straight into a tire wall and ruined his race. So here he is competing now. And there is Wooly. Hi, Wooly. Welcome aboard. And Quick and Jay and Budsy. There's no telling what's going to happen through here. I'm telling you, there's no... there's way too many cars all in one place. This is awesome. Oh, Toolshed touches the wall. Does that give J-Rod what J-Rod needs? J-Rod closes right up to the back of him. Is J-Rod going to go for a move here? It looks like... Now, J-Rod just needs to stay in the top 4. Ooh, he bumped Toolshed. That's not good. All these guys are going to come flying through, and he is waiting for Toolshed. Toolshed, go, buddy. Come on. J-Rod's not going to wait any longer for you. He's giving you all the time you needed to get through there. All right, so that changes some things. Wooly up into 3 and Quick into 4th. Remember, the top 4 move on to the final heat next weekend. So these guys are like, okay. No whammies. No whammies. Jay now sits in the 5th spot. 5, 6, and 7 move on to Division 2. So Jay, Budsy, and J-Rod are sitting in the Division 2 place. We gave J-Rod. J-Rod's not going to receive any issue over that. He did wait, and for some reason, Toolshed just wasn't accelerating. I don't know why unless he had engine damage, but it looked like he just scraped the wall. Well, which is weird, and wouldn't get engine damage when the engine's in the back. But we'll see. Anyway, Benjo now in the mix with his teammate there. So we'll see how that goes for them. All right, up front, where's Frogs? 3.8 seconds up the road. Venom not far behind. Venom doing pretty good, staying kind of in touch with the leader. Remember, he just has to finish in the top 4. These are the 4 guys that are going to be making a mess of things as they try to get those top 4 spots. Look at that. I like some of these camera angles. So Quick is leading the charge. He's got about a second over Wooly. Wooly, though, he's got to hold this together. He wants to keep that top 4 spot. He wants to move on to the finals and get another shot at D1. But the best part of this year is the top 7 drivers are guaranteed to be in Division 2 or better. So that's still going to make for some great racing. Even if you don't make it into Division 1, get to race in Division 2, and it should be a lot of fun. But my guess is that Wooly, Jay, and the other UK drivers want to get, and as I speak, Jay looking inside, no. They're going to want to get into Division 1 because it races an hour sooner. Or an hour and a half sooner. And you don't have to stay up so late. But we'll see how it goes. All right, so Quick doing okay. Wooly under attack. Oh, Wooly almost spins the car, but he saves it, loses 2 spots. And now he's got to play catch-up. And J-Rod also playing catch-up. Whew. Now, I'm going to say... Oh, Jay's slowed up. Did Jay let Wooly around? I guess Jay let Wooly around. Maybe Jay felt somewhat responsible for that move. And maybe that was the case. But yeah, so we still have plenty of battling to go. One of these top 7, and I'm not going to tell you which one of these top 7. One of these top 7 is on soft tires, and they will be pitting. So, unless they pull a Mazda and try to run it all the way to the end of the race, one of these is going to be pitting. So, keep that in mind. That plays well into Toolshed and J-Rod's hands if they can keep the spot, because they'll get that top 7. J-Rod on the bubble for Division 2. He's got a decent gap, 3 seconds back to Toolshed and growing. So maybe J-Rod can get himself into Division 2 and stay there as long as he holds it together. Jay, same boat. Wooly, same boat. So these guys are all, these 5, 6, and 7 are, these 3 are where they are on track right now would be advanced to Division 2. One of these 3 are between 5, 6, and 7. One of these 3 is on soft tires. I'll give you that much. And it's the only person on soft tires in the entire grid. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Where's Toolshed? There's Toolshed. He's sitting in 8th. This is a Division 3 position. All these drivers going back will be Division 3 drivers. Scally and Benjo, teammates, kind of close together here. I don't know if Scally's catching or not. So, yeah, the back markers are all kind of spread out. So, let's see. Frogs, 3.5 seconds up the road. Venom is built 8 seconds over Quick. And these guys are all on the same tire, so definitely showing how the different pace of the different drivers is. So this is good stuff. So Quick sitting there in P3. It's a good spot for him. Budsy's all the way up to P4. That's exactly what he needed. He doesn't need to win the race. He just needs to be right where he is or better, and he advances on to the final round next weekend. So that's our top 4. They're looking pretty racy. They got plenty of a gap back. And then you've got Wooly, J-Rod, and Toolshed. Oh, Jay fell back. Something happened to Jay. So now Toolshed's up into the advancement position. Jay's now outside of the Division 2. And Toolshed is sitting on the bubble now. So interesting developments. We're not even halfway through the stint yet. We're halfway through the race. Still got a couple minutes left before the race is halfway through. Big Red, you were supposed to be here, man. I wish you were here on the track. So you will be going to Division 3, my friend, and you'll just have to participate there. If you want, I wanted to give like a quick little heads up on kind of how the reserve thing is working, because people have asked. I did a little video on it. The drivers who are in drivers in Division 2 and 3 will act as reserve drivers for the divisions above them. So if somebody in Division 1 doesn't show up for a race, then one of the Division 2 drivers is going to come fill in and take their spot. And they'll gain their points there. And then they'll go back down to Division 2. If that same driver doesn't show up the following weekend, then that same driver loses their spot for the rest of the season, and that Division 2 first reserve driver, and the first reserve is the one with the most points in Division 2, or if they already participated in Division 1 races, because they may not earn as many points in Division 1 as they would in Division 2 if they finished higher. So they will come and take the spot, and that'll be that, and they'll finish off their season in the upper division, which means that somebody from Division 3 will move up into Division 2 and take that permanent spot, and any reserve drivers that haven't made it through this qualifier will fill into Division 3. So that's how it's going to work. Was that confusing enough? Okay, so I've just kind of been flicking through the cars here. Toolshed sitting on the bubble still. Jay is still back in 8th. I don't see any other battles happening here. Although Frogs is losing some time to Venom. Venom is really gaining some time on Frogs. We are halfway through the race, and it was 3.5 seconds. Now it's 2.5 seconds. So maybe that's not over yet. Quick in 3rd, Budsy in 4th. We're not going to have any pit stops except for one person. You guys want to know who that one person's going to be? I can tell you who one person's going to be. They're just not going to stop yet. That's this guy. So our lone black flag racer in this lobby is the only one on the soft tire. Everybody else is on the medium tire. So it'll be interesting to see if he's going to try to one-stop it on the softs and try to pull a Mazda, or if he's going to pit and try to make some spots back. He's probably just saying, I'm right there. There's 7th place. But, like, maybe are any of these guys on the same tires? I don't know. Oh, look at that. Venom's gained a 10th on Frogs. Keep an eye on that little battle here. Meanwhile, 11 seconds back is Quick sitting in 3rd. That's your final podium spot. And your final spot with Budsy into the finals next weekend. So those are your top 4 there. Wooly is probably not thinking he's out of this. He's probably thinking, I just gotta hope for some bad juju for the guys in front of me that I can get a spot. Or maybe he just... I don't know what he's thinking, right? J-Rod is sitting comfortably in 6th with Toolshed behind him by about a second. And so Jay, though, is right there ready to snip that away from Toolshed. The problem is Jay's not going to be able to make this whole race on the tires that he's got. Maybe not even the fuel that he's got. And there he goes. And so that will be Jay. So that's going to give Toolshed quite a bit of relief, because it is a long way back to Scala, like 5 seconds. So Toolshed might be thinking, okay, all right, I can handle this. This will be good. All right, let's see where we at. 2.8. There's Venom in P2. Go RWB, right? I got to say that. That's my team. Right? It has been since I started this game. Quick gets a little bit off the road, and Budsy climbs right up to it. And Quick is getting a little slidey in the car. Budsy is just waiting, I guess, to take advantage. He's in the top 4 spot. That's where he needs to be and stay. So as long as he stays there, he should be fine. Where's Wooly? There he is. So this battle, 5, 6, and 7, these guys are headed off to Division 2 if nothing changes, and which is where they used to being around each other. These 3 race around each other all the time during World Cup, so it stands to reason that they're all going to be right next to each other. All right, let's see. So there's Toolshed on the bubble. Scala is back there, 4.2 seconds. We'll see. Although Scala kind of, he's going to have some fuel problems later on. I'm guessing. Let's see. Let's take a look at let's go ahead and bring up the telemetry and let everybody see what's going on. Like I said, everybody's on the same medium tire compound. So there is Frog's 3.2 seconds up. He's got enough fuel to make it. You got to have about 3/8 of a tank of fuel or more by now to make it through the race. Venom, he's sitting right about there, so he should be doing okay. Budsy's doing more than enough. He's definitely fuel saving and could probably put the pedal to the metal, but he doesn't need to. He just needs to stay ahead of Wooly, or actually ahead of J-Rod, who's up into 5th. So Wooly's, wait a minute, Wooly's in 4th. What happened? Oh, Quick must have had an incident, because I thought Quick was in... Did I miss something? I think Quick had an incident because he was ahead of all those guys. So now Quick is on the bubble with Scala right behind. So this battle right here is for the last spot in Division 2. Well, in this race. So that means Wooly is sitting in the finals heat spot. J-Rod and Toolshed and Quick are sitting in the Division 2 spots. Let's see, where is Jay? Okay, Jay, out on the soft tires. He's got the fuel. Probably took a little bit more than he needed. I don't think he's way too far back to catch up to 7th place. But okay, so Frog's still doing okay. Venom is on top of it and keeping the car together, and he's gonna make it through this race. Budsy's looking pretty good too, so sitting on the podium spot. Wooly got the fuel, he's got the tires, and he's sitting in that 4th place spot, the sweet spot. He just can't make any mistakes, because if he does, this guy is going to take his spot from him. He actually has a little bit, about the same fuel actually. So J-Rod and Toolshed are ready to pounce if needed. So that's kind of where we're standing. We are 21.5 minutes into this race, so that's 8.5 minutes left to go, which is roughly 5 laps. I forget how many laps. I was never paying attention to any of the laps. All right, so J-Rod, Toolshed, and Scala are sitting in the Division 2 spots now. Quick has really fallen back. He needs to get back up there and get that 7th place spot back. I'll have to keep an eye on this battle. Okay, pardon me, I'll be right back. This is going to be fun to keep an eye on. Let me just check up front and see if there's anything weird going on with Wooly. No, he's actually pulled out a little bit from J-Rod and from Toolshed. And Scala is... Oh, Scala in the pits. And like I said, he wasn't going to have the fuel. So guess who moves into the 7th place spot? And that is Quick. So, with the time that we have left, I'm not sure, unless somebody's going to run out of gas. These are the drivers that are going to advance onto Division 2 or into the finals with a shot at Division 1 or be in Division 2. So if that's not clear as mud, I don't know what is. All right, Frog's definitely gathered up what he needed. Maybe he was saving fuel just to make sure he can make it through, because he has definitely built out about 3/4 of a second over Venom these last several laps. So he seems to be ice skating on the track right now with the lag. There's Venom in P2, comfortably in P2. 14 seconds behind him before we get to Budsy. Budsy has made quite a comeback since having a little off-track incident. So back into the podium places. Wooly nowhere near catching him right now. But Woolley's sitting in that last spot to get into the finals next week. So he's got to be loving that. He's just got to keep it together. J-Rod and Toolshed and Quick are all sitting in the top spot. So there goes J-Rod, and there goes Toolshed. Those guys are neck and neck down the front straight. As long as they stay in the positions they are, or even if they swap, they get themselves into Division 2. So that's what they need to make sure that they don't mess up. Quick in P7 now, so he is handily in P7 because it's 23 seconds to anybody behind him. So really, he doesn't need to do anything except get the car home and last another 5 minutes and 15 seconds, right? So it's pretty well laid out what's going to be happening. What's not laid out is this little battle here for P5. Anything can still happen between these guys. I mean, Woolley is leading the charge there, but one small mess up and that can change everything. It looks like I see blue flags waving somewhere. Is Woolley coming up on? Is he coming up on? Is that lap traffic up there? That might be. No, that might be Budsy. Yeah, that's Budsy. So there's somebody in front of Budsy that is lap traffic. Oh, that's Chip Reese. Chip Reese is just hanging it out there. Okay, so there we go. That's who that is. All right, so now that makes a difference, right? What do we do now? Chip Reese, he knows what to do. When they get there, just kind of lift off the gas, slide over, let them go by. It's not your race, right? But they're not quite there yet. Budsy's not quite close enough for Chip to need to do that. There'll be a time and a place, but this is critical for Budsy. He needs to get around Chip and not lollygag too much because he doesn't want Woolley to catch him. Because the last thing he wants to do is battle the fourth place guy. There we go. Chip Reese slows up, gives him the corner. Nice, good move. Woolley now is next. Got a whole crew of cars coming through. Yeah, Woolley, he doesn't want Woolley catching him because they don't want to battle for a position and then they make a mistake and they both lose out, right? So right now, Budsy and Woolley are solid into the finals next week. J-Rod is sitting there staring 2.5 seconds up the road at Woolley. I mean, this is what he sees, right? He sees that, and he's probably thinking, man, I really like to catch that guy. I think I'm just going to be fine with staying in Division 2. But he's also got Toolshed behind him, so I think he's going to be okay. Just got to get through the race. Maybe he doesn't want to go to the finals. Maybe he doesn't want to end up winning and getting into Division 1. I don't know. You never know, right? There's Toolshed, there's Quick. There he is. So, yeah, our top 7 are pretty well laid out. We haven't spent much time with Frogs. Let's we don't have a lot of time. We only have 2.5 minutes left. But let's give some credit where credit is due. Frogs is 6 seconds up the road. No stopping the medium tires. Isn't it interesting how, as the races progressed today, how people's strategies changed? I'll bet you there was a lot more one-stop soft tire drivers in this lobby before they watched the first 2 races and changed their strategies. I'm certain of it. All right, and then not to be left out is P2 Venom, having a fantastic race. Fuel lights on, but he can get through a couple more laps. He can short shift. He's got 12 seconds to the guy behind him, so there's plenty of room there for Venom to move up and get his shot at the finals next weekend. Same with Budsy. His fuel situation is just the same. A little blinking light, but the tires are looking good. Woolley has gotten around Chip Reese with no problem. So he didn't lose really much time. It was just over 2 seconds beforehand. So Woolley just needs to stay right there and not do anything to get to the finals heat 2. And J-Rod actually has built quite a gap over to Toolshed. That Toolshed way back there. 4 seconds. It was like a second and a half, so something must have happened to Toolshed. He's still got plenty of time to quick, so he's still going to make it through. That shouldn't be a problem. Rockstar, we haven't talked much about Rockstar. He's kind of, he'll be in Division 3 after this race. Same with Scale, Jay, Magic, Benjo, and Chip Reese. All right, where's our leader? There's our leader. Leader's partway through the last lap. Just finished up Sector 1. Let's see, what's his Sector 1 time here? Oh, he's up 2/10. So he doesn't have the purple lap. Scale has the purple lap, but Scale was also the only one. Actually, did Scale get that on soft? Oh, Chip had to get fuel. Okay, but where's Scale? He's on soft tires. So, yeah. Okay, so he gets the fastest lap. There's no bonus points for that in the qualifiers, but it is what it is. All right, I'm going to just double check, make sure nothing crazy has happened. Nothing crazy has happened. We're on the final lap. Toolshed is sitting there in the 7th place spot. All right, so let's follow Frogs around. He's coming into the final turn. And then he will be heading into the long stretch to the front to take the victory. So Frogs will advance to the finals. Nice. With a 17-second lead to Venom. So Frogs comes through, wins heat number 2 for the semis. Congratulations, man. Good job. Venom coming down. He sees Budsy back there. He had a lot bigger space, but I think he just short shifted and saved fuel to get through it. Looks like Benjo there is out of fuel, but Venom will come across as P2. Budsy will come through P3. Not far behind is going to be Wooly in P4. So those are your cars to advance. J-Rod will go into Division 2 as the first driver in this heat to go to Division 2. Quick will come around. He will take the 3rd spot, or the 2nd spot into Division 2. And Toolshed, who is just, Scally spins around back there. He was in 9th. He was probably battling with those guys. And, Toolshed's out of gas. Rockstar is going to come through. And Rockstar runs out of fuel at the line and takes the 7th spot away from Toolshed. Toolshed may lose even more as they all come flying through 9, 10, and 11, as they all come flying through. Okay, so what Toolshed may have been to Division 2 now ends up in Division 3 because Rockstar, in the last minute when Toolshed was running out of fuel, Rockstar gets through and snags the last Division 2 spot in this heat. Okay, that was... that was pretty intense. But there's the man of the day right there. Frogs takes the win. Venom in P2 and Budsy in P3. Woo, boy. I'm losing my voice after doing 3.5 hours worth of broadcasting and a lot of hooping and hollering. Hang on. Oh, man. Toolshed. Buddy, where is he? Where is he? He ended all the way back up in 11th from 7th. By running out of fuel. Ah, that stinks. That stinks. All right, so Frogs, Venom, Budsy, Wooly, J-Rod, Quick, Rockstar, Scale, Jay, Magic, Toolshed, Benjo, and Chip Reese. That is your finishing order. We did lose a driver. Who was it that we lost? I'll have to go back and look at the replay. There was one other driver that we lost. Or no, did we? Oh no, we didn't lose anybody. I'm sorry. We had 2 people that weren't here. Hannah and Forza Ferrari were not here. So, well, yeah. Wait a minute. So there should have been 15. Scally, Budsy, J-Rod, Wooly, Benjo, Venom, Frogs, Magic, Jay, Rockstar, Toolshed, Chip Reese, Quick. So we're missing 2 drivers. Something's wrong with my stuff. Go figure. But there's your winner right there. Mo Paralysis, or as we like to call him, right? Oh, what happened? No, don't lock up on me. Don't lock up on me. I need to save this replay. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, oh, that was scary. That was scary. Okay. All right, so Mo Paralysis or TCU Frogs, I think, is the same one. Takes the win. Nice job, you guys. We'll have to see how things work out through the race. I don't know how some of these drivers got where they were. So, but nonetheless, let's see if we can't get some folks in here. Let's get the top guys in here really quick. All right, let's see if we can get the podium finishers in here. We'll talk to Frogs. We'll talk to Venom, and we'll talk. Who was third? I forgot who third was. That was
Budsy.
It was Budsy. That's right. Oh, there we go. There's people showing up. Look at that. All right, so let's see if we can get Budsy in here. But Frogs, man.
What's up, Chris?
That's what you needed. That's what you needed to get to. You needed some redemption for yesterday, right?
That's exactly what I set out to do, is redemption for yesterday.
Well,
I'm not going to bore you with the details, but after I clipped the grass on that corner yesterday, my wheel went from 90-degree turning to 1080, and I lost all force feedback, and I just couldn't fix it in time. But I'm happy about today's win. I just kept it consistent. Venom, I love that you were right behind me, man. You were, like, catching up 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and I was just like, okay, I got to maintain at least a little bit ahead if I can.
Yeah,
I was running low on fuel there at the end, so
I was wondering where his 3 seconds to 12 seconds ended up. I don't know how that gap got so big, and now I know why. Oh, what a race, Venom! Good job, man. That's the way to represent RWB. I mean, I'm not supposed to have favorites, but come on, he's my teammate, right? We've known each other for years.
I didn't know what happened. I didn't know what happened there at that on the second lap or whatever, or was coming out off the first lap. But it seemed like everybody was on hards or something. So I don't know what was going on, but I went right past everybody coming around that corner and blam.
Yep. I'll tell you, of all the cars on the track, only one car was on the softs, and that was Jay from Black Flag. Everybody else was on the same compound, as all on mediums. So until the second stint, then Scale jumped on the soft tires, stole the fastest lap time. But yeah, there was a couple of incidences on the track, and it just, I felt bad for some of the drivers. The turn 1 is a monster at this track, and I knew it would be, right? And I don't know if you guys watched the previous race, Heat 1.
Yep.
The semis, and it had to red flag that sucker twice. Right? Like,
that was my main concern going into this race. Even I didn't know I was going to be, well, Venom, you did mediums and you said only one person did soft, so I was concerned going from the front on mediums that everybody behind me would be on softs and they catch up and it would just be a complete mayhem like it was last race.
Yeah.
But fortunately, it was clean.
Yep, there was only one person involved in turn 1. And then there was a couple cars involved in an incident on lap 2. So we don't red flag for those. But yeah, there was some moments and some pucker moments that were for sure there. But Frogs, you ran a pretty clean race. You did what you needed to do. Now you just have to do it again. Your third race. This is your chance to get back into Division 1 where, frankly, you belong, right? So all you have to do is now, next weekend, is finish in the top 7. And you can get into Division 1. So you just got to
appreciate it, Chris.
Practice.
I'm going to be staying up all night waiting for the track release.
Oh, well, I'm gonna tell everybody what the track release here is in just a minute.
Oh, perfect.
I'll say it while I have you guys on here. right?
Oh, please do.
If I can remember what it is, I'm gonna go just double check, make sure I got the right layout of the track in my head, because that would be really bad if I didn't have it. All right, is it what I think it is?
Drum roll, please.
I can't find my image. I wanted to make sure I had it. Where's my stuff? Hold on. Is it what I'm pretty sure what oh yes, that's right. This is gonna be fun. Okay, that's all I gotta say. All right, everybody on the broadcast. Oh, we only have 15 people now, so everybody left, and they didn't stick around long enough to know. So only the 15 people listening right now, and you guys are gonna get to know where the next track is. The next track is Kyoto, and it's Yamigawa in reverse, and it's at night. So yeah. It's gonna make for one heck of a race. It's the reverse. It's not Yamagama and Miyabi. It's just Yamigawa, and it's at night. So yeah, but it's gonna be clear. It's gonna be dry, cloudy. S3. So it's gonna be it's gonna be good. I'm gonna actually open up a practice lobby here in a moment to let people go in and practice for it. But that's what the track's gonna be. We'll release that information shortly. But now you know. Those who stay.
Nice. Bring out the yellow headlights.
Something like that. Something like that. It's going to be fun. And at night, so it's going to be a cold track. It's going to be at night, so people are going to really need to make sure they get their braking markers figured out, because there ain't going to be no shadows to work with, right? So you have to figure that one out. But anyway, wow, that was a great race, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming in here and talking with me a little bit, and going over all of the stuff. It was really a lot more going on in the back. Budsy had to make a huge comeback to get on that podium. He had an incident earlier in the race, but he was able to overcome it. Some of the other drivers, not so much so. I'm looking at my Discord, and I've got a lot of private messages to go through. So
I'm looking forward to watching.
I don't even know what those are yet.
Yeah, we'll see.
Stewarding.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't have anything to do with me and frogs, so.
Yeah. I begged and pleaded that I don't want any incident reports to have to deal with, but I guess we'll see how it goes. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, Chris, thanks for all you do, man. What a great weekend.
It's been a fun weekend. So remember, 6 p.m. Eastern next Saturday, a week from yesterday, will be the final heat that you guys will be in. The rest of the drivers advanced to Division 2 or Division 3, so we'll be sending those graphics out hopefully tomorrow and getting that stuff together. So congrats, guys. Good job. And any last words, Frogs?
Yeah, man. TCU plays tomorrow in the national championship against Georgia. Go Frogs.
Go Frogs. All right. Sounds good. All right. See you guys.
Appreciate it, Chris. See you, Venom.
See you guys.
All right, well, that was fun. That was a fun little get-together. So, all right, so that's where we are. We have completed semis heat number 2. It's all done. We have one race, the blue block on your screen, the finals heat number 2 next Saturday, and that will set the rest of our drivers. So it's going to give us the last 7 drivers for Division 1 and the last 8 drivers. Yeah, the last 8 drivers for Division 2. Everybody else has moved on to Division 3. And like I tried to explain how the reserve process is going to work, we'll jump off that bridge more as we get to it. But I want a big shout out to everybody. Thank you so much for all that you do and being here with us here at excuse me, with here at GT Champions. And of course, let me go that at HyPrix, who is our sponsor for this season, and all the beautiful work that he has done to make things just so pretty. And GT Champions wouldn't be who they are without his help. If you want some help with your team website, logos, graphics, liveries, whatever you need, hit them up. They'll be happy to help you out with that. I'm your host, Chris Ball. It's been great having you around. Appreciate you all sticking out here, and we'll catch you guys on the next time.
Welcome to the HyPrix Porsche Cup. Presented by GT Champions.